The Vampire Stream. The Vampire Stream. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego on the Vampire Stream. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Oh my gosh. I feel like Snoop Dogg when he beat the murder case. Murder was the case that they gave me. I'm innocent. Hey, nephew. Murder was the case that they gave me. I feel like Snoop Dogg when he beat the murder rap. Murder was the case. The East Coast, the UK ain't got love for Boxingego. Matchroom ain't got love for Boxingego. Well, let it be known here. Listen, don't go crying now. What they crying for now? I know they was waiting, hoping I was wrong. But Ego Stradamus strikes again. Bro, I gotta pat myself on the back. I gotta pat Ego's army on the back. Because we call this stuff. You know? It's not just telling you. I'm breaking it down. See, this is what boxing is missing, yo. Breakdowns. See, there's so many people who they talk boxing and nobody knows their credentials or where they're getting the information. They're not breaking it down, you know what I'm saying? They're just trying to rally the troops. Like, they ain't got troops like we got troops, baby. Ego, you a scary motherfucker. Why am I scary? For telling it. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm giving you guys the game right now. I am a man. True alpha male. True alpha male. I don't care. It could be me on an island by myself. I stand by my convictions. Period. I told you I pioneered this whole game. They don't want to listen. Boxing, there's more. Roger Mayweather, this is one of the classic quotes. Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. That's what I'm saying. You just see a channel come from nowhere now. See, it was different. I came up the hard way. I made motherfuckers want to do this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there weren't people, you see channels bigger than mine doing, posting Instagram videos and, Twitter tweets and shit like that. I was the one doing that. Y'all got to just give it up. I was the one doing that. And it was because I wasn't covering the fights. I wasn't in the gyms, and I was just a huge boxing fan. So I'm always going to do me. I'm a Bay Area hustler, California hustler. What can I say? So before I was getting credentials, I pioneered this shit, made people want to talk boxing. There weren't a lot of people just talking boxing. And most of them, if there were, they weren't doing it like I did it. They didn't reach the heights that we reached. Man, y'all got to just show respect. And then a lot of them aren't even here, like they don't even cover boxing anymore. I can't even think of a lot of people that started, before me or, that are still here. They just stopped doing videos for whatever reason, life, had kids, went to jail, I don't know. But the thing I've noticed, the lapse in the game is most people don't know shit about boxing. Like, it's getting kind of scary out here how accurate it's been. I don't know what God has in store for me, but it's getting scary, the accuracy with new media, some of the stuff they're saying. I'm starting to wonder if I'm psychic myself. I told you guys, for anyone that listens, Julian J. Rock Williams versus Jared Hearn, don't miss it. I don't know how many people are going to vouch, but I remember saying that. I said, that's a sleeper fight. I don't know why people are writing off J. Rock. I said, that's foolish. I told you, Hearn, he's big and he uses his size, but he don't have like defense like that. And J-Rock can scrap. What happened? Everybody wrote off J-Rock. That man, and the biggest difference is his inside game was butter. Shout out to Ace, $1 super chat, appreciate you. J-Rock, he had that inside game that was butter. He wasn't expecting that. Hearn wasn't expecting that. This AJ shit. See, I'm going to tell you what it is. We'll use AJ because, obviously people are still talking about that. The whole thing with this AJ shit is y'all keep saying this is an upset. I get it just based on like what y'all feel and the outlook of it, but this ain't no upset to me. You guys are the ones shocked. I'm not shocked. I wouldn't have did the 7 reasons if I was shocked. Shout out to Winston Barker. Heyman Wilder took down DAZN in a 5-day period. Big facts, and we're gonna get to that. But to me, this ain't no shock. This ain't no upset. Like I said, if this was an upset, I wouldn't even did the 7 reasons. I would have been just like all you motherfuckers. And obviously, I know there's some people that were also being partial to Andy Ruiz. I'm just summarizing. Shout out to Sergio. Keep up the great work, bro. Love your channel. Appreciate it. We just, man, it was all about boxing. Breaking down the fights. You win some, you lose some, you know. But these motherfuckers try to compete with new media. They can't, because one, most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. Two, they trying to compete in the wrong way. Like, I told you guys, I use this exact example. Gary Russell Jr. is fast as fuck. You know, Devin Haney has speed. Amir Khan has speed. You know, Ryan Garcia has speed, right? So if we're talking about Golovkin, and some people are like, oh, you said Devin had speed. Why don't you say that for Golovkin? Because he doesn't have fucking speed like him. But that's what, in boxing, with those types of things, there is no equality. You get what I'm saying? Like some people, Evander Holyfield had a chin. You know, James Toney had a good defense, tight defense, that he could just switch to offense. So if that doesn't pertain to whatever other fighter we're talking about, then I can't say the same things. Mexico got love for Boxingego. Shout out to my dude Juan. I told you, black and brown, we talked tonight. You know, shout out to La Raza. Man, I'm just saying, people want things to be even, and you get a lot of these channels that don't know shit about boxing, you know, just start talking, and then they develop, you know, some level of a following, and they talking bullshit, and it start getting good to them. You know, they get a couple $100s or whatever they get on their paychecks, you know, and they keep doing it, and then the world gets to find out they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Man, we've been dead on with this whole AJ shit. I told you, to a T, like I told you this stuff. I said, I question, and this takes, see, the other thing is a true alpha male, I'm willing to do what other people ain't willing to do. I'm willing to do what other people ain't willing to do. Stand on that fucking front line for what I believe in. Not get backed off of my positioning. You know, I hadn't even seen AJ versus Andy Ruiz next to each other at all, because they didn't do a official press conference because it was a late replacement. And then the press conference they had for the Canelo Jacobs week, it was just Eddie Hearn, because he was, you know, supporting or representing Jacobs. And then Andy Ruiz lives in, you know, that LA area or whatever, so he just came out to Vegas. But they didn't have no AJ, right? So I never even seen the two. I remember I dropped the 7 reasons before they did the press conference where they did the first face-off. And then when I seen AJ next to Ruiz, I was like, God damn, this motherfucker look huge. He looked huge next to Andy Ruiz. But like a true alpha male, like a true savage, I didn't go back on my word. And I even said that. I was like, I gave my reaction. I was like, all right, this is the first time I'm seeing them next to each other. AJ looked big. But I realized the sport of boxing, it's not about big and muscles and looking like a G.I. Joe and that type of stuff. So from what I had seen from Andy Ruiz and AJ, you know, I let that shit ride. I didn't see people get scared. A lot of beta male shit. People get scared. They don't want to be on the front line and riding with. And we're going to get to that. I'm about to call out some celebrity boxers. We got to step this shit all the way up. And I'm going to explain it in a second. People don't want to do what I do. I'll be on the front line getting hate, you know, getting insulted, you know, getting all this mean comments. You got to have thick skin. You got to be tough. You can't be thin skinned to do what the fuck I do. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, nobody believes you. You know, that's why I said I feel exonerated. I feel like Snoop Dogg when he beat the murder trial. Murder was the case that they gave me. That's what it feels like. Because I tried telling you guys all this time, like, I don't know why Andy Ruiz is being disrespected like this. That's why I did the 7 reasons. And I thank each and every one of Ego's Army who because I've been out, like, you know, we making money, you know, traveling and doing this shit. So it's been a minute. I had to get myself back into the, you know, editing mindset of putting together that type of video, because that's different than some of the other videos and it's more tedious. having, graphics and titles and stuff. So I was feeling kind of lazy. And even though I put the information out through multiple videos, I wanted to consolidate it on one video. So I thank you for Eagles Army, who, when I mentioned it on a stream, I remember they were like, yeah, just do the 7 reasons. Just do the 7 reasons. And I was like, I can't let the fans down. Let's just put it on wax and make it official, consolidate it, on a, on one video. And I'm glad I did it now, because put it out. People got to see it, listen. And a lot of what I said came true. I told you, I questioned Anthony Joshua's mental dexterity, his mental fortitude. How fragile is he mentally? And it's a hard position for some people to have understood prior to tonight, right? He said, I'm back in Diego. These mommies love you in Mexico. Yeah, man, it's going down. But it's a hard position for some people to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying and those types of things, because they're like, no, that's bullshit. AJ showed he was mentally tough in the Klitschko fight. But to me, that wasn't convinced. Klitschko was 41 years old. Klitschko, stylistically, he let Joshua off the hook. He was like more passive, just boxing and stuff. He didn't go start gunning. You seen the difference. Andy Ruiz was like hurt, and he's like, fuck that. I'm Mexican, Vatos Locos forever. Blood in, blood out. Blood in, blood out. He like a straight savage. Went into the fire. That's sometimes what you got to do. And he went up there and took it. All this started from Joshua getting greedy. Keep that in mind. Joshua, like I said in the 7 reasons, is a front runner. What that means is, or at least to me, is when things are going your way, everything's good. Everything's on the up and up because he's a front runner. What he did when he drew first blood, and I think, I don't know if he hooked him. He threw like 2 points. I think he hooked him and threw an uppercut right after or some shit. And then Ruiz plops down the ground. So it looks like, oh shit, this is Povetkin round 6 or whenever he got Povetkin out. It looks like that. Joshua got greedy. He tried jumping on him and like caveman him down. They say Wilder's wild. How come Wilder's not getting dropped in the process? They say Wilder's windmill Wilder. Joshua bit off way too much and you disrespected, which is another one of the reasons I told you. Underestimation. He did what Pacquiao did to Marquez. You should know better. I told you in the 7 reasons, Andy Ruiz got quick hands. He said, Mexico love you, ego. The mommy's into you, bro. Hey, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Yeah, Vatos Locos, man. We doing it. He got greedy and he started trying to pounce on him and ended and pressure. I'm trying to outdo Wilder. Block Johan Campos. Block him. Trying to outdo Wilder. Probably had all this shit spinning in his head. Then his head started spinning for real because Andy Ruiz was like, man, fuck that. Get up off me. And connected the sequence that I don't remember all the punches, but I think a left hook or something to the temple. And Joshua's big ass looks like a robot stepping in a puddle or some shit. Them motherfuckers, like his circuits were being fried or some shit. He got hooked to that head. And then Eddie Ruiz got quick hands and pretty fast reflex. Yeah, hit him again. And Joshua's like he being electrocuted. Oh shit. And then he dropped down. That motherfucker, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, and it was weird. And then, see, you got to understand boxing too. You don't want to fuck with that wounded animal. He was hurt, but he wasn't out like that. You know what I'm saying? Pressure burst pipes. He was hurt, but he wasn't out like that. You disrespected that man. You thought, oh, I'm 6'6", some muscle bound AJ, shit get bang, he wasn't out. He was still, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be careful. Wilder too. But I think Wilder has more like you getting fucked up out. Because even after Ruiz got dropped, AJ hit him with a right that was flood, melted his shit with a right. And then you seen Ruiz and it was like, oh shit. Ruiz stood in there. He's like, nah, I got hard. It's not gonna be that easy. Weather that storm. Joshua's not used to that. Like I said, front runner. Front runner. When shit's going your way, that's what you act. Bro, this man sent a copyright strike to my channel. Probably because he didn't like the video, what was being said. That's you're snitching. You're 6'6" and you're snitching, trying to get my channel jammed up with the YouTube laws. So I had to wait for that 3 months for that to pass finally. You know, my account's always in good standing. You know, not trying to answer certain media's questions and not, you know, Eddie, I told you all that UK shit, bro. You know, trying to fly the whole UK out to be in the crowd to make Joshua feel comfortable. Kovalev don't be doing all that. Kovalev fought Ward twice. He wasn't doing all that, like had all of Russia. I was there. I was at both Kovalev Ward fights. He didn't have all of Russia in the crowd, you know, but Joshua, like I said, it seems to me like he almost needs to be coddled. Like he almost needs to be coddled and babied. And you have to explain things to him as if he's a little kid, you know? Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be, like, facetious. I'm just breaking down the fight. He seems like almost like a little kid type of processing, you know? This motherfucker Usyk fighting in people's backyard, too. You know, I give it up to people like that. Road warriors. Joshua looked like he's out of his comfort zone. He looked, bro, before the fight even started, he looked out of it. It was a weird ass long ass ring walk. He looked like he was about to go to sleep and shit. I got the pictures, bro. They were doing like the national anthem or something had just ended. This motherfucker looked like, I was like, is he crying? He's crying in it. Look, I swear, y'all. Look, I got the pictures for y'all. I'm like, what the fuck is he praying? Like, what is he doing? Like, he just put his head down. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I'm like, he chopping an onion. He crying in there. Like, I'm like, what is he doing, man? It looked like he didn't want to be here. Like, you know, in a monster movie or some shit, and the little kids see a monster and they try to close their eyes and open it, hoping the monster's not. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? He looked out of it, bro. I took the pictures for y'all. Look, who is he looking at, bro? This motherfucker was asking God for repent or some shit. I'm like, he just looked like he didn't want to, like he was just, and I think I don't know him. I don't know that. Maybe he has anxiety or some shit. But as a boxer, that's not good. You know, you got to be able to deal with that type of stuff. You know, and then I listen. I'm not trying to roast anybody's method because different people, like some people meditate, some people pray, some people exercise, some people eat, you know, when they're depressed or when they have anxiety. You know, different people. Some people read, some people take a walk. I like to drive, you know. If I got a lot on my mind to clear my head, I drive with I'm talking about drive like at night with no destination. I just be driving. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I take like scenic back routes, go through Napa and shit and windy roads. Just listen to music, maybe have the sunroof. So I do shit like that, you know. Look, the money coming in. I told you. Appreciate you. GTO 488 $50 money gang. Yeah, we got to get the likes up for sure. It's like, you know, I can't talk about anyone's method, but Joshua is a little bit too open with his vulnerability. Samuel, 10-pound super chat. Appreciate you. I guess you're from the UK, maybe. Ego, you are the man. I really listened to 7 Reasons and disagreed with you. And then all the reasons showed up. Props, bro. I told you I know my shit. Appreciate you, though. You see, this is what boxing's about. If I'm wrong, y'all can say I'm wrong. I'm good with that. If I happen to get this one right. Seen and unseen boxing. Appreciate you. AJ seemed off. I wonder how the flight home. Yeah, that's going to be ugly. That's going to be ugly. You know, So maybe he psyched himself out, put pressure. There's just a lot of pressure. And then Wilder dropped them announcements and shit. He was like, "Oh hell no, nah. What am I gonna do? It's mad." But I'm not really here to judge anyone's methods because who knows? I would try different things. Like shit, I might do yoga or something. If somebody said yoga's good for this, I might try it. But so I'm not even mad at the sports psychologist, like mad at it. But why are you doing an interview days before your fight, telling people you have, World Boxing News or whatever online, Boxing News Online? Why are you telling them this? And then going into elusive detail. That doesn't help you as a champion. So, you have to have a little bit more common sense and you have to have a bit more of a poker face. You like, yeah, for the first time ever, I have a sports psychologist because the thing that sounded weird is how the fuck, why the fuck, why do you have a sports, oh my gosh. Hold on. I gotta figure out what this is. This like my thing is this. It's one thing to have the sports psychologist. Why do you have a sports psychologist and you're going into pure detail about it? That was weird. He's like, yeah, he didn't even sound confident. I'm telling you, it's hard to fake confidence. Joshua is not. He doesn't sound like a confident person. So I don't know what the fuck's happening in his sparring. Maybe he's getting slept or knocked down. Because there's been some stories about Daniel Dubois and David Price. Maybe that shit's true. Maybe all of it's true. Maybe it's more than we know. We don't know because the confidence ain't really real. And I told you that because if you have real confidence, it's gonna be consistent. Like I'm confident in certain things because I've been doing it. If someone asked me to write a verse, I've been doing that my whole life. That's easy. If someone asked me to edit a video, I'm confident in those things because I have the practice in. I'm not worried about that. Where's AJ's psychologist though? Man, that motherfucker got fired in round 7. What the fuck? Hold on 1 second, yo. I don't know if the British sending me a virus or something. I got this, like, there's this message. Hold on. This shit's getting weird. Bro, the British is in my computer, dog. Hold on. I'm really. What the fuck? Bro, they have taken over my computer. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Hey, the British took over my computer. What the fuck? No, my screen just went full screen, and there's this message that keeps coming up, and I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, that shit was crazy. No, the screen just went whole, like hella big. I'm like, what? Eddie Hearn, that motherfucker on the play, like Eddie Hearn, Eddie Hearn, that motherfucker Ghost in the Machine, looking at lawnmower man. I'm sorry, that threw me all the way off. My whole shit, like it was like, damn, they got me. They in the Matrix. All right, I'm not sure where I was. Eddie Hearn. um, Joshua, you can't fake confidence. That's it. You can't fake confidence. What I told you guys, the shit he would say doesn't sound like a confident person. He would fake confidence. There's a difference. I'm telling you, there's a difference. I'm confident in the shit I know how to do. I'm not saying I'm good at everything or whatever, But the shit I'm good at, that's what it is. If I work for it, I know I'm secure in that. You know what I'm saying? I told you. I use this exact example. If you like me, I've never had a problem like being socially awkward with women. You know, that's nothing. It's just because I don't fear no woman. You know, like talking to somebody, it's just talking. You know. But if you are socially awkward, you could. Like, this shit is pissing me off. This shit won't leave. Daryl, shout out to Daryl Zepeda. Salute to the grind. Hold on. I got to figure out how to stop this message from coming up. This is so fucking annoying. They really are trying to hack my shit. Like I said, if you talk to women or whatever, either you're confident or you're not. It's going to show. You know, because you're going to fuck around and try to impress her and say the wrong things, say some dumb shit. If you're not really confident like you say you are, you're going to be stuttering or can't make eye contact, those types of things. If you're confident, you can carry on a conversation. You know, there's not awkward silences. You can make eye contact. You're not like searching for words. You know, you're just loose. Joshua will say, yeah, I'm the landlord. I come to collect the rent. It sounds like you got that from a movie, though. You feel what I'm saying? It really sounds like he got that from a movie, like, or heard it in a song or something. You know what I'm saying? It don't even sound like you made that up. I'm the landlord. You got that from a song or some shit, and you're trying to run around with it. So it didn't sound believable because he was saying weird stuff. Yeah, I have a Navy SEAL, and he's my new psychologist, and I asked him, what if I get hit with a one punch? I feel I'll beat Ruiz, but what if I get hit with one punch? What fighter says that? You know what I'm saying? What fighter is like? I mean, obviously you have to try to plan. You have to try to prepare and plan for whatever. But what fighter is just out here saying, what if I get hit with a big shot? And Joshua has constantly said shit like that. Bro, he did not. This is proof. I don't give a fuck. This is proof. Like the baby said, I'm the truth. This is proof. He did not want to fight Deontay Wilder. You guys see this. You have to see it. He is not. He was not. You see how he was reacting to Andy Ruiz, who looked about 6 foot at best. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look that big. And he had stubby arms. Andy Ruiz didn't even have a full fucking camp and did all this. Imagine a 10-week camp. Imagine if he had the proper time to allocate real bodies, you know, fly people out for sparring. So Joshua better be cool in the comment section. I mean, in the rematch. Hey, block this motherfucker that said Joshua threw the fight. One-eyed, block him. Oh, we're not here for a bunch of conspiracy theory. One-eyed gray fox. Yeah, you got one eye, all right? You can't see shit. Get him out of here. I don't want him in here. Just making up bullshit. It has nothing to do with throwing the fight. The motherfucker, Andy Ruiz, was throwing hands. That's what this had to do with. I told you guys what it was. Joshua is not confident. These dudes is desperate, you see? Oh, yeah, it was a fixed fight. There's always some bullshit. Yeah, because that really makes sense and benefits Eddie Hearn or DAZN in any way. What the fuck, having one of the biggest stars on DAZN, let them tell it, one of the biggest stars in boxing, and then we're going to have him lose to a PBC fighter. That makes fucking sense. These dudes is desperate as fuck, I told you. Yeah, he's fighting a fat Mexican guy with a 5-week camp that's signed to Al Heyman on PBC, and he's our biggest star with Matchroom, you know, because Golden Boy has Canelo. One of the biggest, top 2 biggest stars on Canelo on DAZN. Let's throw the fight in their favor. If anything, you would have put him in there with Michael Hunter and threw the fight, so you could keep it in house, or Usyk, because then that would be a DAZN affair. These dudes are stupid. They don't even think about what they say. This is what's wrong with boxing. This is why when you come to my channel, you get a different level of like intellectual breakdowns, not a bunch of emotion and what you wanted to feel. I told you, Joshua, I don't think he's confident. That's what it is. This is why the Wilder fight didn't happen. I hope everyone sees that. You see how he was acting when he was getting hit. He looked like the reason why he looked like he was relieved. He was relieved that he didn't have to do it. Like let's say, oh my gosh, this message keeps popping up. Hold on. I gotta figure out. How this shit is going crazy. My bad, y'all. I can't. This pop up keeps coming up. My bad, y'all. I gotta fix this. This is so annoying. I got this pop up that's coming up every like 15 seconds. And I'm thinking it's super chats and shit. My dumb ass. Smash the like button. I'm gonna have to figure it out later. I'll just have to hide it. It's just so annoying. Anyway, that's what I think Joshua struggles with, confidence. And he didn't want to fight Wilder. Behind the scenes, behind the scenes is just I'm not gonna believe that they wanted to fight Wilder. I can't believe that, man. Because Andy Ruiz didn't even have a full camp, y'all. He had a 5-week camp. He's 6'1", not in the best shape. AJ drew first blood, but as I mentioned, AJ is a front runner. So, as a result, he thought he could just pounce on him, and Andy Ruiz evened the score. And then as soon as that happened, you've seen an immense change. This whole operation has backfired. This is Eddie Hearn's worst night in boxing, probably. I'm not even being funny. I think this is Eddie Hearn's worst night in boxing. Definitely his worst night in America since he's been here. Look at it. His fighter, Tommy Coyle, lost to Chris Algieri, who's not even a big puncher like that at 140. He got knocked out by Chris Algieri. Katie Taylor really should have lost, but they gave her undisputed, but nobody believes it because Delphine Person, right, beat her ass, and they gifted her that via majority decision. So that wasn't believable. Josh Kelly, that was his step up against Ray Robinson, who was coming off of a draw, and he had another draw where he had some good moves and he was showboating, but he was doing that a little too much. He wasn't offensive enough. You could argue that Ray Robinson, with his activity, beat him. So between Katie Taylor's performance and Josh Kelly's performance, you could definitely, especially Katie Taylor did lose for sure, but Josh Kelly, he stepped up, and you could argue that he didn't do enough to win. AJ was in what was considered by a lot of you guys a mismatch against somebody who physically, from the outside looking in, shouldn't beat him from a casual perspective. A guy who's tubby and short, smaller arms, got hurt first, 5-week camp, and AJ had a 16-week camp. This is literally Eddie Hearn's worst day in boxing. Buatsi looked good and Caleb Smith looked good, but Caleb Smith again was in a mismatch. He's 6'5", super middleweight fighting a middleweight. So I can't really take much from that. I can't take much from it. Yes, he hurt Indom and stopped him, and the other guys didn't stop him, but those other guys are at 160. He looks like 6'4 and a half, 6'5 at 168. Knocking out a 160 pounder. Who's not even the best. If he did that to Golovkin or somebody, or Canelo, I'd be like, oh shit. Or if he did it to an actual 168 pounder, David Benavidez, or Gilberto Ramirez when he was there, or Caleb Plant, or Jose Uzcategui even. But he didn't. He did that to 160. See, look, shaking my head. Persoon was robbed. Of course she was. She was dogging Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor looked like Joshua in there. She did better than Joshua. As she didn't got stopped, but she looked, it wasn't going her way, and her body language told you the story. Delphine looked cool, like not her face, because she don't have defense. Her face was kind of jacked, but that's what happens when you don't have defense. But she was a warrior. She really deserved that win. So Eddie Hearn, all of his major fighters lost, or it's perceived that they lost. Bad look. And is this... Hold on. Class Act Q Combat $5. Joshua still lost to Al Heyman fighter for way less money. That's true. But real talk, KT at least showed more heart than AJ. Yeah, I give her that, but she still lost too. I really think she lost. I don't even think it was, people were saying it's going to be hard to score. That shit wasn't hard to score. She lost for sure. Ward Kovalev's hard to score, maybe even Triple G versus Jacobs. I can see that, even Canelo Jacobs, those fights I could see. Katie Taylor, bro, she lost. Shit, look at her in the last round. That if any, at the very fucking least, the last 2 rounds would have been important. And she didn't do good. She didn't do great in either. She didn't really do good in either. She definitely lost the 10th and she lost the 9th. So, in a fight that, even if you perceived it as close, if it's that pivotal, how you lose the championship rounds? Hey, Nelson Petty, he said AJ taking over the U.S. Really, bro? This was Eddie Hearn's worst night. They were interviewing Eddie. Look at him, look like a sad puppy. The motherfucker looked shook. Look, this is Ed. This is Ed after AJ got stopped. Yeah. The bow tie killer. This motherfucker looks shook, don't he? You already know what that means. See, that's what happens. You never supposed to tell your plans. Oh, that's Icy's pick. Oh, somebody sent him to me on Twitter. I don't know who pick it is, but Eddie looked distressed, stressed, paranoid. He need to smoke a little tree or something, bro. He looked shook. He looked shook up, rattled. And bro, this is terrible for Eddie Hearn. This is terrible for DAZN, and it's terrible for AJ, and it's terrible for Rematchroom. Bro, this is a bad look. Eddie Hearn said all this stuff. That's why you don't tell people all your plans. He said, I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna take over America. All right, cool, bet. You haven't put on any big fights. Danny Jacobs just lost to Canelo, and now he said he's going up. Okay, so he just lost to Canelo. Anthony Corolla just lost to Lomachenko in America. So all Americans got to see Anthony Corolla get stopped and concussed. You know, AJ just got stopped by, you know, their Gabriel Iglesias. That's what y'all was saying. He got stopped by Fluffy, dropped 4 times. He only dropped Ruiz once, right? Amir Khan quit versus Terrence Crawford in America, and now he's fighting some dude in Saudi Arabia. AJ quit, bro. Katie Taylor really lost, bro. Eddie Hearn is catching a fade. You just signed Devin Haney, and now he not getting a title shot because Bob Arum scooped. Yeah, AJ and Amir Khan quit for sure. Eddie Hearn's been damn. Kell Brook, he was supposed to be on the undercard. He pulled out, so we don't know what's good with him. He looked horrible his last fight anyway. They taking fades, bro. Eddie Hearn's taking fades, man. You know, it's just what it is. I believe in karma, though. I believe what you put into this atmosphere. Joshua and Eddie Hearn played so many games. They played so many different games. You know, now look at it. Joshua could have got 50 million plus 50% pay-per-view. If you're going to get knocked out by someone, I'd rather get knocked out by the champion who's knocking everybody out on his record, you know, except for Tyson Fury. 6'7", dark skin, looks the part, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like, you know, he'll hurt you. Thank you, Ego. Shout out to James. I'd rather do that because this was more shocking. Okay, if you see, bro, look at the pictures. Somebody posted a picture of Muhammad Ali, you know, with a knockout. And then they posted a picture of Andy Ruiz knocking him out, and he don't even look in shape, bro. It looked crazy. It looked crazy, like, to compare the two pictures. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Look, they got the historic Muhammad. I have that on a T-shirt. Look, they got the historic Muhammad Ali. I shook up the world, you know. And then look at the one that they took. This shit look crazy. Look like you got knocked out by like Larry the Cable Guy or some shit. Bro, he was on your ass. Look, that's just a whole different picture. But hey, props to Andy Ruiz. He told you don't underestimate the chubby guy. Look, all them back muscles and all that. Like 50 said, you could do all them push-ups to pump up your chest. I got a 12-gauge Mossberg to pump up your chest. Bad look. Like I said, Wilder at least looks like a, you know, like for the casuals. Andy Ruiz could scrap. Okay, someone brought up Sergio Mora. Yeah, let's talk about this. Listen, I'm coming. New media. I'm coming to restore the game. No fake shit. No new friends. Listen, I got to call out a couple celebrities and speak my mind. Celebrity boxers and people. Because I see what people are doing, man. And, like, all right. So, first person I want to call out is Canelo. This is what he put. Viva Mexico! Right? He's congratulating Andy Ruiz. Canelo's on the zone. Now you want to congratulate him. He knew he was fighting on the zone. You didn't go to the fight. Cool. Maybe you're out of town or something. You didn't wish him no luck. You see, this is what I'm talking about, people. See, I'll be on the front line with this shit. I'm not lying. I'll be on the front line. See, this is what happens. You got people, now it's Viva Mexico. But when everyone thought Andy Ruiz was finna get knocked out, you just kept quiet. See, I be on the front line with this shit. Saying, hey, y'all tripping on my boy Andy Ruiz. Y'all sleeping. Now people wait till he does the damn thing, And then now they want to talk about Viva Mexico, you did it. Nah, I don't like that. Like, because he said, "Congrats, Andy. It gives me great pleasure to see someone with determination succeed." Nah, why don't you wish him some luck? If it was, if you're doing it for La Raza and shit, why don't you do it before the fight? Don't wait till, when he's the underdog, support him. That's what I'm saying, man. We changing it. We changing the game. I'm out here giving Andy Ruiz all the props in the world. Me, I'm doing it. Canelo waited till after he accomplished what he needed to accomplish and the world seen and it's undeniable. Now he talking about Viva Mexico. Nah, you should have gave him that love before. Sergio Moore, that's the next person I want to call out. Same thing. They asked Sergio Moore, look, this is what he put after it ended. Nah, new media, you got to put this shit before or it's unbelievable. Sergio Moore on his verified page, he said, if you're a Mexican boxing fan and you don't have DAZN, you missed out on history tonight. Joshua Ruiz, look at 10:01. He waited till the fight concluded. Now, if you Mexican boxing fan, you missed out on history. But then during the telecast, they said, "Hey, break it down. How can Andy Ruiz win this?" And he was like, "Oh, I don't really know. I don't know how I'm gonna answer that." Nah, you don't get to claim Andy Ruiz. I get to claim Andy Ruiz. You see that to me? Nah, that's jive, bro. They literally asked, "How does Andy Ruiz win this?" He's like, "Oh, like you're putting me on the spot. I don't really know. I don't, basically, I don't think he can win. But, well, let's say, I guess I'll say he had a fight 53 days ago against a guy who was 6'6". That's the best I could do." That's what he said. Something to that effect. Now all of a sudden, if you were a Mexican fan, then you missed history. Nah, if we was missing history, you should have supported that man before instead of making people feel. See, that's what I'm saying. We doing shit different. We changing the way the game is ran, bro. Be the same person, same energy. Be the same person that didn't know when we didn't know what the outcome was going to be. Be that same person. When you didn't have no confidence in Andy Ruiz, be that. See how motherfuckers want to claim you after you already successful, after you already accomplished something, but you don't want to claim them before. Why isn't it Viva Mexico before? Why isn't it, oh yeah, Andy Ruiz, man, I really give him a shot to upset Joshua. See how the commentary changes? Nah, man, because I'm out here, I'm on the front line, no agenda, speaking from the heart, keeping it real, telling y'all disrespecting Andy Ruiz. It's not about black, brown, white, anything else. I'm telling you what I feel. See, I could keep it real. See, they didn't want to advocate for a PBC fighter or whatever the situation was. Or maybe they just thought Andy Ruiz had no chance. Now, all of a sudden, after he proves and shakes up the world and shakes up the division and pulls the upset, now it's like, oh, yeah, Viva Mexico, I'm so happy. Don't claim him now. You didn't support him before. You thought he was fluffy and Gabriel Iglesias and shit. Nah, man. That's I can't accept that. Sugar Ray Leonard, he get to work too. This is the second time, not looking good, buddy. He said Errol Spence was going to lose to Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence beats him. Oh, man, you misunderstood. No, you said Errol Spence was going to. You're the Hall of Fame boxer, and you said Errol Spence was finna lose. Then they were asking you about Andy Ruiz, and he was like, man, I got to pick Joshua because Andy Ruiz, I mean, what they call it? He got a puncher's chance. This is what he said. He said, they got a puncher's chance. So I'll just say that. He it's a heavyweight division. He got a puncher. No fucking faith. No one had no faith in it. So I don't care after the fact. And then now you're trying to act like you knew, come on, man. We got to change the game, man. Hold me to the same standard. I don't care because I know what I'm putting out there. I know what I'm saying. These people are saying the stuff after it already is concluded, after the results are out that, are going viral and trended. Nah, have Andy Ruiz give him a shot before the fight. Because that's what I did. I'm like, no, I don't know. I'm like, y'all tripping. 7 reasons. Ego Stradamus. Now he Viva Mexico and, oh, wow, it's an upset. No, it wasn't no upset. You just didn't break this shit down. That's all. That's what I'm saying. We changing the game, bro, because They don't want to really break these fights down. Sugar Ray Leonard literally said, I mean, Andy Ruiz, he just got to go out there. I tweeted all of it. He's like, Andy Ruiz, he just got to go out there and fight and just show that he's supposed to be in there. That's what he said. So don't after the fact be like, yeah, I told y'all. I knew Andy Ruiz had. No, you didn't tell us. Sergio Moore, you didn't tell it. Don't say if you a Mexican boxing fan, you really missed out. You missed out. You missed out on the opportunity to give Andy Ruiz credit and the support, when he probably could have used it the most throughout fight week. Say, hey, bro, this dude is good. You hit Sergio Moore's name is the Latin Snake, and you didn't give him no chance to win based on your own intro. You said, oh yeah, Andy Ruiz. I mean, I don't know how, because you thought Anthony Joshua was finna run through him. So keep that same energy. That's it. I keep the same energy after all these fights. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Fuck it. Like, people are getting lazy with the commentary. They say they're getting lazy with the commentary. They're not really breaking down fights. They're not really telling us what we can expect. It's like, I don't know if there's people coaching you or whatever, but I expect more from actual fighters about a breakdown. Nobody gave Andy Ruiz on that whole DAZN panel. Nobody was giving him no fucking chance to win. They made it sound as like Anthony Joshua was going to run through him. So afterwards, don't be like, yeah, man, Viva Mexico, or if you Mexican, you missed out. Keep that same energy. So to me, I didn't see all this huge upset and all this bullshit y'all talking about. I told you what it was. Y'all seen a huge upset. Y'all seen, because y'all was all in looking at his body and shit. And then physio and shit. Man, ain't nobody care about that. Oh yeah, the physio. Look, we keeping tabs on everything that's said. Paper trail. I said DAZN's best major fight to date is one where one of their biggest cash cows gets stopped in his worst pro performance to date. Damn. All facts though. DAZN's best fight that they've showed in terms of major fights, like fights that I guess were anticipated, happened to be one of the worst performances from one of their biggest cash cows. Crazy. Because I didn't think Canelo Jacobs was as eventful like the actual fight. So yeah, man, we calling out names. We gotta keep it real. Al Heyman might take over DAZN. He ain't gonna buy DAZN. Why would he? He got Fox and Showtime. He ain't finna take over. They should have reached out to him again. He gonna let them fold, if anything. I told you, I literally, see, everything I'm saying is true, and it could be corroborated by Ego's Army. I said Joshua might be trending for the wrong reasons. Remember when I said that? Do you remember when I said that? I said Anthony Joshua after this weekend might be trending, but not for a positive reason. These are my exact words, people. These are my exact words. So don't play, oh yeah, now they want to claim, now people want to claim Andy Ruiz, but they weren't giving him a shot. I was the voice of reason. Now they want to say, see, the same thing with Wilder. Now they want to say Wilder, he would have beat AJ. No, don't wait. No, that's what I'm saying. We got to get the game back into perspective. Now you want to say Wilder, oh yeah, Wilder would have beat him. I've been telling you guys this. Been telling you. Now they wait for it. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to start being sheep. Start learning how to look at boxing. Now they want to say, now people are switching their profile pics to Andy Ruiz and shit. Miss me with all the fake shit. I'm not a fake person like that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can stand on that. These people like switching up and, switching sides and looking weird. I'm the same person I was before the fight. Either I'm going to be wrong or I'm going to be right. Now everyone's talking about trying to claim Andy Ruiz. Yeah, yeah, putting Mexican flags. Y'all motherfuckers was talking shit in the comment section. A lot of those same people were talking shit about Andy Ruiz, calling him the Marshmallow Man, the Stay Puft Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Michelin Man, Gabriel Iglesias saying, "Oh, this guy works at Pepe's Tacos by my house." So don't try to come out the woodwork and support once it happens. My whole point is this: support him before. Really take your time to do the we changing the whole landscape of boxing, I promise you. Take the time to actually learn about Andy Ruiz. Go, to YouTube, educate yourself, watch maybe a couple of snippets of his fights or watch the whole fight, full fight, and then make your decision. This is why I get my shit accurate a lot of times, because I tell you, if I don't know about someone, I do the research or I shut my mouth. Y'all don't. These casuals be, oh yeah, this guy's fat and where's his belt and he's gonna get knocked out in one round. Y'all say this stupid fucking shit. Meanwhile, we just keep winning. Don't, bro. Man, y'all gotta hold people to some standard. These other YouTube channels that do videos or whatever, hold them to the standard, because I know how the game goes. I've been here for several fights. They were saying, King Joshua and he deserves 90 split and Wilder only gets 10 and Wilder's getting knocked out and Luis Ortiz duck. Hold them to some type of standard. Stop watching their shit if that's the case. If you're always being provided wrong information, what's the point? At least that's my theory. I'm not telling you which channels to watch, but I'm saying if people aren't keeping it true, how can you keep supporting that? Why would you want to keep supporting that? They're like, oh yeah, I keep saying Gabe Iglesias now, but Andy Ruiz is getting knocked out in one round, and then the worst part about it is, like I said, I know the internet people, they'll make videos talking about Joshua's much bigger and blah blah blah, and then they always get it wrong, and then they'll try to act like they knew. I knew Andy Ruiz had a chance. No, you didn't, because if you knew that, you would have said something, like I did. Wait till Errol Spence beats Mikey down. Oh yeah, Errol's just too big. No, he needs to move to middleweight. Nope. You said Mikey was a better boxer and stronger than him. We holding you to it, holding your feet to the fire, whatever you was talking about. You said Wilder was a duck. You said Luis Ortiz ducked. We holding you to that. There's no backtracking. You said Gabe, I keep calling him Gabe. You said Andy Ruiz was, we holding you to what you say. You said Andy Ruiz out of shape and tubby, Teletubby and all this shit. So live and die by that. We destroying old media. Sergio Moore didn't want to give Andy Ruiz no shot before. We don't want to hear you tweeting about, we don't want to hear you tweeting talking about, oh yeah, if you're Mexican, you missed a good fight. If it was such a great fight, then why didn't you give Andy Ruiz, the Mexican fighter, why didn't you give him a chance when they deliberately asked you, what does he need to do to win? You act stuck. You act like you couldn't give him no hope in the fight. Then you wait for him to defy all odds, and then now you want to dick ride. Nah, bro. That's horrible. That's horrible. We got to change this trend in boxing. Same thing with Dominic Brazil. He go viral, and now everyone's like, ooh, wow, look at Wilder. Before it was chicken leg Wilder, windmill Wilder. Support now. That's my whole point. Support now. People wait till Wilder start bubbling up and Joshua to lose. Now they want to go bandwagon on Wilder. Do the research. These people constantly arguing with us. Oh yeah, ego's full of shit. And then they're proven to be wrong over and over and over again. Y'all know what to do. I can't go nowhere where the information's constantly off. I'm just telling you what it is. Like I said, I'm the realest in the biz, bro. Yeah, he talking about trying to rally the troops and shit. If you're a Mexican boxing fan and you don't have the zone, you missed out on history. Nah, because you didn't give Andy Ruiz a shot, and you made it sound like it was cop. Look at the time of day. I swear, bro, I'm so real with mines. Look, I found it. I was looking for it. Boxingego, 5:39 p.m. 6-1. That was way before the fight started, before the main event. Look, this is what I said. It's on Twitter, so you don't have to. It's not a Photoshop. You can go to Twitter and look this up. 7 retweets, 42 likes, 5:39 p.m. Look what the fuck I said. Nobody is actually breaking down Andy Ruiz Jr.'s chances, LOL. They just keep saying, quote, one punch can change everything in the heavyweight division. Or, quote, if he stays out of trouble, he can last longer than people think, and he'll get paid good. Generic ass replies, Andy can scrap, y'all bugging. This is before the fight started, people. This is how real I am with mine. Generic ass replies, Andy can scrap, y'all bugging. I've been tell you. Nobody's actually breaking down the fight. That's what I'm saying. The commentary with DAZN is trash. Basura. Nobody wants to be wrong or whatever. Rosie Perez, call her out too. Everybody could get it. She was like, oh yeah, Stookie, She was like, oh, I like Ruiz, but no, you said he had no chance. So don't be tweeting out. We're not doing that, bro. If you don't want to, foods that start with a letter Q. What is a quiche? No, you said Joshua, because y'all are obsessed with bodies and stupid shit. Break down the real shit. They asked Rosie Perez. I'm going, man, anybody can get it. And I think Rosie Perez is hot, but anybody can get it. Give that man his props before the fight. Educate yourself before the fight. People wait till something gets hot, like Wilder knocking everybody out and wait for it to be acceptable to get behind. Now you want to buy a Bronze Bomber shirt. Be the first that buys the Bronze Bomber shirt. Don't wait till Joshua loses to say, oh, Wilder's the best heavyweight. That's my point. This is how I operate. That's how I operate. I don't wait for shit. I don't wait for it to be convenient. I don't wait for it to be popular. If I like it, if I see it, then that's what it is. A lot of you guys are sheep. That's my whole point. And it's annoying. Always constantly saying I'm wrong. Same thing with Lomachenko. Put him in there with the people I'm saying. We gonna see. We gonna see. That's what I'm saying. A bunch of sheep. Block Ricky. Block Detroit. You don't tell. He said you can't fix people. We don't care what you talking about. Block Detroit. He can get it. It's cold in the D. Yeah. Tell me what I can do on my channel. The fuck? Yeah, block all these motherfuckers. So yeah, that's my thoughts, man. It's just stop being sheep. Educate yourself. Everyone's like, they wait for the shit to happen and then, oh yeah, if it's a snake, it would have bit me. Do that shit. Go, like, be your own person, be your own woman, be your own man, and take that leap. And see, this is why some people aren't successful. Like, you could take this type of methodology or like ideology or whatever, and you could apply it to success. This is why I've achieved and unlocked what I've done on YouTube, because I'm not afraid. I don't live in my head and live with fear. If I have a good idea or a perceived good idea, we gonna gun it. We gonna run it. I'm gonna have to figure it out as I go at best. If I fail, I fail. This is why I'm trying to help y'all. This is why people don't succeed, because they want to wait. You want to use somebody else's app when you have the technology and the mindset. You might be able to create the app. You have the idea for the app. So, get with the right people and then build the app. People just want to use the app. You could have been the one that came up with, Instagram or some shit. Stop living in other people's shadows. Stop waiting for something to be cool. Go on the front line. Take a risk sometimes. It pays off. Look at me. You see how much, I'm not even trying to brag. You see how much money they get for the super chats? because they know I was one of the only people repping for Andy Ruiz and taking the time to actually break it down. The Zone is a paid commentary crew. I get paid off YouTube. They have a paid commentary crew and wasn't breaking down the fight for shit. And they telling you a bunch of horse shit anyway. Oh yeah, Caleb Smith is clearly number one at 168. How the fuck he the best at 168? He didn't fight Zurdo Ramirez, didn't fight David Benavidez, didn't fight my dude Caleb Plant, hasn't even fought Jose Uzcategui. How he the best? He looks good, but he just fought a welterweight, bro. Y'all got to stop playing with me. We the new era of boxing. Don't wait. Make the date, don't wait. Now let's get back to Joshua. Hold on. I need this. Y'all got me hyped. I kind of feel like regret buying this because it's hella big. So I kind of feel like it's weird. Sometimes like when it's bigger, it tastes this having it in a bigger size, it changes the flavor. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this shit is hella big. What the fuck? Look. We working. Yeah, I got that Cassidy record. UK channel playing the blame game now. I bet. I seen someone in the comment section. Someone commented on my video. Said AJ's neck was bothering him. All right, bro. They just saying whatever. Oh, AJ's masseuse hurt his neck the day before the fight. All right. Hella delusion. Like AJ's masseuse hurt his neck. Y'all pathetic. That's what I'm saying. Hold them to it. Y'all know if I'm wrong on something, y'all hold me to it. Especially if I'm way off the mark. Block Star Room. Your opinion doesn't matter here. Block Star Room. Whole media got fucked up this year already. I told him. We ain't telling the truth. People don't educate themselves. They looking at the physicality of Joshua. They looking how big he is and shit. What does that do? And and actually the funny thing is him being so big is actually a detriment. Because he looked tired as fuck. He looked tired in the fourth round. Like, bro, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny here. But real talk. Joshua would be posting a million workout video, or he used to. I haven't really seen him. And he's like, he's doing all this, working on his teeth and shit, lifting weights with his teeth and towels and kettlebells and shit, right? What is the point of all of that? But a fat dude has better stamina than you. I'm just being real. So you doing muscle ups and chin ups and push ups and push pops and push up bra, whatever. Crunches, dips, cardio and underwater, shake weights. Like you doing all this stuff and a guy who looks out of shape seems to have way better conditioning. That's really weird. It's really weird. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It looks good for magazines and shit. posting a picture right before the fight, and everyone was saying, "Oh, this man." Remember? Hey, the UK took a horrific L, bro. That's just what it is. Remember, he was posed and flexed. I was like, what? Posing like Rambo. I was like, what's that doing? He looks swole, yeah. But this ain't prison. Like, you just in the yard and, send a picture back home to your people and they get to see your progress. You know what I'm saying? What is that doing? And then the UK was like, yeah, man. Absolute unit. He's an absolute unit. What happened to that shit, bro? Yeah, he an absolute unit. See how I'm saying? There's like, oh yeah, what a tank. Absolute unit. That's all they were saying is he's an absolute unit and he's the bodinator and like what the fuck is a bodinator? And like, you know what I'm saying? Look at this BMI absolute unit. He's an absolute unit. Like, all right, that unit's discontinued after Andy Ruiz, the motherfucker. And it's like, I'm telling you, boxing is the sweet science. Y'all gotta, the motherfuckers, Ruiz, Joshua doing kettlebell workouts and, leg presses. And the motherfucker Ruiz eating Kit Kats and Snickers like me right now. Yeah. Hungry white. I'm motherfucking eating Hot Pockets and shit. And y'all talking about some absolute unit. He's dialed. He's an absolute unit. What the fuck? You an absolute unit. A dumbass unit. Motherfucker talking about absolute unit. Alright, bro. Callie can bang, bro. LJ crying. She was crying in there. She already hit me up saying, "Oh, I'm sad." AJ probably feels he let people down. He did. The motherfucker, he fighting like John Rambo with no head movement. How, bro? How in the fuck if you have no head movement and you have lapses of fatigue, how the fuck are you beating Wilder? Listen, you have no head movement and you're getting tired. How the fuck will you beat Wilder? He said the UK took the biggest L of 2019. They did take a huge L. And real talk, Katie Taylor lost. That's no way to get undisputed. Ricky $5 super chat. Respect ego. You called it. That's what they get for blocking blue blood. Y'all petty, but it's funny. See, I'm telling you, you guys get caught up in the sauce, and you guys get caught up with the networks are telling you. Me, they say I'm hating and I'm biased and all that. I don't have no reason to hate. I get paid from all of this. I get paid from Canelo. You see how much money we made him? Jacob, Ruiz, AJ, Wilder, bro. I don't have no reason. I'm just here. I report on everything. Motherfuckers is like, oh yeah, you're biased. Like, how you gonna say I'm saying this because Wilder and PBC pays me and stupid shit like that? But then what I say comes true. So I thought it was because I was saying it only because I was getting paid. These dudes is lost. They lost. They looking crazy right now. You said all this. Yeah, Brian Kenny said it was the pound for pound best. Bro, Clarissa Shields beat Christina Hammer's ass, who had 3 times the fights of her and was bigger than her and can box and was undefeated. Katie Taylor got a robbery gift win. Clarissa Shields she's that woman. She's the quote and all that. So stop it. DAZN, bro, let's talk about them. They gotta do something, baby. The product looks like it's, Town just text me, bro. He said, "What happened?" I don't know if I should read his shit, but yeah, I'm gonna. He said it was Eddie's worst nightmare. What happened tonight, bro? He's not lying. This was literally Eddie's worst nightmare. This is bad. Like it's gonna take some strategizing and recovery. And see, this is the thing. DAZN, like Eddie, he has like people he co-promotes. He got to split that money. You don't have those fighters. Joshua was your exclusive. That's why you try to hide him from Wilder. That's why you try to hide him from Wilder, because that he was exclusive to you. Man, listen. If Eddie Hearn, oh my gosh, bro, I just thought of something. If Dillian White loses to Oscar Rivas, Eddie Hearn's really fucked. Really fucked. Because Oscar Rivas is a top ranked fighter. So that's going to be the same fucking thing. And Oscar Rivas can fucking scrap. And that's something I was going to make a video about. Listen to me. Oscar Rivas, that's not an easy fight. Oscar Rivas can actually scrap. You know what I'm saying? Oscar, you know what? Here's a fun fact. See? I'll tell you, you got to have the knowledge. Oscar Rivas beat Kubrat Pulev. Oscar Rivas beat Andy Ruiz Jr. in the amateurs, though. So don't go be repeating this and all that without getting it clear. I'm going to say it again. Oscar Rivas had an amateur career, and in the amateurs, not the pros, in the amateurs, Oscar Rivas beat Kubrat Pulev, who's a ranked guy, and he beat Andy Ruiz Jr. So listen, Oscar Rivas is signed to Top Rank in ESPN. He might have another promoter too, but that's his major English or American promoter. And they're doing a joint venture with Dillian White. And he stopped Brian Jennings, exactly, in the final round. If Oscar Rivas, like, let's say he knocked out Dillian White, Eddie Hearn is really in fucking trouble. He's really in trouble because guess what? Oscar Rivas would then go back to Top Rank. I don't know if they have options on the rematch clause, but either way, that's a setback, because that's Bob Arum's fighter. And that's a tough fight. I'm telling you, that's a tough fight for Dillian. I hope Dillian's preparing because Joshua just lost to a guy who's a PBC fighter. And if Oscar Rivas beats Dillian White, then that means Dillian White lost to a top ranked fighter. So that means other networks fighters are beating your fighters and leaving you, to pursue rematches, or leaving you with the the ruin, leaving you in ruins. Katie Taylor, she lost. So she's gonna have to learn from this, and I really want to see an immediate rematch. They need to stop, they need to do that immediate rematch. And that's gonna be a tough fight for her. Look, Eagles Army be hipping me. Shout out to Q Ward. See, I told you we too well connected. Look at ESPN on that bullshit. See? On that bullshit, it says, shout out to Q Ward for sending me this. It says, Ruiz won, did boxing lose? Look, he highlighted it for me. Look at ESPN on that bullshit. Deontay Wilder was a big loser tonight. ESPN's fucking, they say some, whoever writing for him, they say some stupid ass shit, bro. How the fuck did Deontay Wilder, how is he tonight's biggest loser? It's always some propaganda bullshit. So Eddie Hearn, who's all of his fighters got fucked over basically, except for Caleb Smith and Buatsi or whatever. He ain't the biggest loser. Somehow the motherfucker's sitting at home who just won his fight 2 weeks ago and went viral. he's the biggest loser. This shit is trash. And you wonder why people trust in new media, bro. Shout out to Q Ward for sending me that. They couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to hate. That's why I work so hard. So as long as you guys see it, then that's cool. Wilder did an interview with 78 Sports. Shout out to that. He said, I'm not tripping over the money. Like, we told you. I've been telling you what this shit was. And ESPN couldn't wait to say some stupid ass cockamamie shit. Wilder's the biggest loser tonight. So Joshua coming to America and then getting exposed, he's not the biggest loser. Katie Taylor's not the biggest loser. Eddie Hearn's not the biggest loser. Tommy Coyle, like all the people that actually lost, none of them are the biggest loser. Somehow Wilder's the biggest loser. And they're trying to spin it like because he didn't get to fight Joshua. Bro, he still has options. And it actually with Joshua out the way, when people seeing that with Joshua, he actually won. But they're so stupid that they're not even going to admit that. He's not the biggest loser. He's the biggest winner because now all eyes should really be on Wilder because there's no Joshua at least had the belts. No disrespect to Andy Ruiz, but we don't know what his next move is. Probably going to be a rematch. So we'd have to see how that plays out. So Ruiz is probably stuck rematching AJ unless AJ ducks the rematch, right? So Wilder's winning. Blue Blood said AJ doesn't know if he wants the rematch. He better think about it because it's going to be David Price. If he loses, then it's going to be just like David Price. Bro, Joshua's in a hard position. I'm a fair critic. I'm not going to say what another man can or can't do. That's not me. I'm not going to say like it's impossible because I wouldn't want someone to do that to me, But it's an uphill battle for sure. I can't say it's impossible for him to. He's in a tough spot though. I could be realistic there. He's in a tough spot. If he does an immediate rematch, it's like Kovalev versus Alida Alvarez. It's do or die. You better win that motherfucker. Because if Andy Ruiz go out there and sleep you again and drop you hella times again, and keep in mind, Andy Ruiz did this with a 5-week camp. So imagine a rematch. Andy Ruiz, he got confidence after getting all them belts, getting home to rest with his family and stuff. So give that man a full camp. It's do or die. If you can't swim, you bound to drizzle. It's do or die for Joshua. So he better think about it carefully. Because if his confidence is shook, then it's do or die. Because if you knock out Ruiz or something, then you just like Kovalev, you beat the guy that beat you, cool. But if you lose that, it's gonna really be a wrap. So he's gonna have to consider that. But even if you decide to take a tune-up, that's an admission too. If you decide to take tune-up fights and get better or something like, then we'll know what that means. You didn't want that smoke. And it's do or die because PBC has all the fucking belts. Ego said you better win that motherfucker. I'm crying. That's just how I talk. My bad. Bro, we got to get direct and straight to the point on this shit. No, I'm just saying for real. Okay, so if AJ ducks the rematch and takes a tune-up, then that's what it is. He's just like Tyson Fury. You're avoiding the rematch to get better and to take easier fights. That's what it is. The thing is, I don't know the details of the contract, so I don't know how a rematch clause works. Because if you don't exercise the immediate rematch, I don't know if you could just come back when you want after you've done 2 or 3 tune-ups and say, Andy Ruiz, give me a shot now. I don't know how that works. But see, he's in a tight spot. I'm telling you. And the UK crowd can't help you, because David Price got stopped by Tony Thompson twice. And I think it was in the UK. You feel what I'm saying? So, if he retires, then that tells you what you need to know. If he goes and takes a tune-up, then that tells you what you need to know. Or he can squabble. But then just keep in mind, if you lose it, to me, it's kind of do or die. Especially if you lose bad like that. Like he just lost. 2, Andy Ruiz Jr. was able to do this with a 5-week camp. So imagine him with a 10-week camp. knowing he got caught, learning from that. You guys both have the opportunity to learn. So it becomes even more dangerous because he just dropped you 4 times with a 5-week camp. You had a 16-week camp, you said. He had a 5-week camp. So you had a significant jump on him. You had 11 more weeks in him to get ready. So now that he has, he felt your power, knows what you bring, that's a tight spot to be in. Who's Matthew Anthony? I'm just thinking what Ortiz would have done to Joshua. But I told people that. I told you. They did. See, now, this is literally the worst thing that could have happened because it covers so many bases. It covers bases with the Wilder situation, provides clarity as far as I'm concerned. It provides clarity with the Luis Ortiz. Okay. Andy Ruiz with a 5-week camp dropped you 4 times. So you really want me to believe, and Joshua didn't even sound okay. Just hear me out. Smash the like button too. Smash the like button, people. Just listen to this point. Okay. Mike Coppinger, a real one. Why would he do? I'm not sure what he did. But yeah, he be putting out good shit. Listen, just hear me out. Andy Ruiz with the 5-week camp had Joshua shook. Joshua came out from round 1 and looked to be timid. Looked to be timid. Keep this, listen to me. Andy Ruiz just fought Alexander Dimitrenko or some shit, right? And he looked like the whole setting, the scene, being in America, fighting a guy who was fast-handed, looked like it had him gassed. Like he was just like, it was too much for him, too much going on, right? Can you imagine Luis Ortiz with the 6-week camp, 5-week camp? Because Luis Ortiz maybe got the offer sooner, and he's a southpaw. If he was timid, and okay, I've been next to Luis Ortiz. Just 2 weeks ago. He's big. He big. So you were fighting, backing up against Ruiz, who's like 6'2", they said. He really looked shorter to me. He did an interview with Akim Barak, and he was like his height and shit. So, I don't know. He looked shorter than 6'2" to me. But whatever. I've seen it because you could tell when you see him standing next to other people And Joshua was fighting timid and like backing up and didn't want to commit. So a southpaw, where the punches are coming from a different angle, southpaws give most people problems. You get what I'm saying? Give most people problems in general in boxing. It's a well-known thing. And he's bigger than Andy Ruiz, and he switches it up. And you weren't planning for him initially. Come on. You really want me to believe that they wanted that? I told you. But they couldn't wait. They could not. We are fucking killing it. I told James, I told you, stay patient. Yeah, Ortiz's team messed up because they could have been the one that did this and then went on to the Wilder fight. Well, I don't know if they could have did it. They might have had a Joshua rematch, but who knows? But yeah, do you really think Joshua, the way he was acting, shout out to Mexicali, the way Joshua was acting skittish and kind of timid of Andy Ruiz on late notice, because that's who he wasn't training for. See, Joshua seems like, I told you, like the mentality is just, I was never sold on it. He seems like a panicker. Like he doesn't have improv improvisation skills. Damn, I don't know why I couldn't say that. He don't seem like he can improvise, right? That's why he sounds like robotic and like scripted. It's like he has to rehearse what the fuck they're saying. That's why it comes out weird, you know. That's I told you. I've noticed that about Joshua's personality. It always felt like really, really like flat and like robotic, like forced. Yeah. No more talking. I want to meet with Wilder. Meet with me. It just didn't sound believable. When Wilder says something, he make you believe it. Joshua didn't really make me believe it. And then when he switches it up all the time, it's really hard to believe. It's really hard. He said he coming out to Dipset, or he told. See that's what I'm saying. Joshua, why he tell the younger guys from New York, the sweet scientists, Ak and Barack, he coming out to Dipset or Biggie, and then when he got in front of that crowd at the weigh-in, a bunch of white people and different people in the crowd, like a different mixture of people. Because I seen the video, there was a lot, like when you're talking to Ak and Barack, because they're more, I don't know, hip. You try to say you coming out to Dipset and Biggie, and then when you're in more of a UK mixed with, just a mesh of people and a lot of Caucasian people, he was like, yeah, I'll come out to Sweet Caroline or Frank Sinatra. What? What happened to Dipset? See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's why I can't trust people like that, because like he's, to me, this is just my honest opinion. Joshua seems embarrassed. He seems embarrassed. Like why would you want to seem down in front of Ak and Barack, AK and Barack? You want to seem down by saying, oh yeah, Dipset, Biggie, and you rapping to them and shit. And then when you got in front of different people at the weigh-in, he's talking about, yeah, Frank Sinatra or Sweet Caroline. Okay, Sweet Caroline it is. Like, why don't you just come out to be you? Come out to what you want to. And if you want to come out to Sweet Caroline or, whoever, Spice Girls or whatever, why didn't you say that to the Sweet Scientist? That's weird to me. Like, I don't know. That's just, to me, that's weird. Like, I don't know. If I ask Devin Haney what you coming out to, and he's willing to tell, I don't think he's gonna say, like, talk to me and be like, yeah, I'm coming to that Nip Hustle. Oh, okay, dope. And then he gets in front of DAZN cameras and he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come out to Dolly Parton. What? So when Boxingego interview you coming out to Nipsey Hussle. But then when DAZN interview you say you're coming out to Dolly Parton. Just little subtle things like that. That's weird. Like Devin Haney put Nipsey Hussle, he did like Antonio Brown and had the shoes like, decorated with Nipsey Hussle's face. I was like, okay, that's dope. It's like nothing to hide. If you're going to do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Joshua is switching it up and shit, because I think he wants to feel comfortable. He wants to feel comfortable or make other people feel, man, fuck all that. If I'm coming out to Pac, I'm coming out to Pac. I don't give a fuck who out there. It can be old white ladies, I'm coming out to Pac. I hope they like Pac. They probably like Pac too. They got thug life. They know what this thug life's supposed to be like, baby. I don't give a fuck who out there. If I'm gonna come out to what I feel I want to come out to. I'm Boxingego. I'm ego. Like, but that's what I'm saying. Joshua seems like he wants to fit in or something. Just weird characteristics like that. Yeah, I'm coming out to Dipset. I like Cameroon. Like Cameroon? Who the fuck is that? Killer. I'm coming out to him. Then you get at the weigh-in talking about Dolly Parton. I will come out to Ricky Martin. Like, what? Where did Ricky Martin come out? Why was it Dipset yesterday, but now it's Ricky Martin? If you coming out to Ricky Martin, come out to Ricky Martin. Just weird. That's weird. I look at people's. I have to be able to identify with you. Like, I have to be able to understand you. Joshua is like, that's why I said it. I'm not being funny. It seems like he has split personalities or some shit. James Souza hyped. AJ has to be doubting himself big time. It has to be, because that's the only way you would, like, you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna just do it. Like, you're not gonna. Jose out of pocket. He said the landlord. He said the landlord got his ass beat in his own building. Hey, you foul, bro. He was like, yeah, how about that rent? Man, I just want the rent. That man said the hey, you out of pocket, though. Yeah, this motherfucker. It was a horrible performance. Just everything considered. Like, and to me, just how it ended, he didn't even. If you got knocked out by Luis Ortiz, that would be like, not expected, but Wilder or Ortiz, I feel like the boxing world would have looked at it different. You know what I'm saying? These people in the comment section gave Ruiz no chance. Damn, Carl said he balled out. He won 2,500. I remember those vampire streams when you talked about his mental. See, and that's the great thing about new media is people could say whatever, but I got rap sheets of what I said. Bro, AJ looked gun shy on round one. Like, he's this is what I told you. He's just look at it. He brought along a sports psychologist to tell him how to take a hit. But you a boxer. That's like Kevin Hart hiring a psychologist to help, like, tell him how to tell a joke and how to deal with booze or something. Like, that would be really weird. Like, you don't think Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart has been booed in their career? You know, at some point, you know, you think Kevin Hart's getting a sport, like a therapist to help him through it? You know, first of all, no, they booed, no. Like, you just get over it. But Joshua, like I said, it's like almost like you're dealing with a kid or something. You have to coddle him. You have to. That's the vibe I get. Cause even when he is in the corner, they're like, "Yeah, come on." They're like, "AJ, what are you doing? Get your head in the game." And he's like, "Yeah. What did he hit me with? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What? That's a bad sign, bro. AJ doesn't even know how to fake it. Andy Ruiz had a good round. He went like this. Touch gloves up. They have you mic'd up. Someone said his mod. Stop. They have him mic'd up and his corner's trying to give him advice, and he's talking about, what did he hit me with? What punch was that? Hey, bro, you don't have no time to be learning and shit. Like, you got to figure this shit out. He talking about what I get hit with. I ain't never heard no boxer say that. I swear. Name a fight where that happened, where the boxers say, oh, like when the boxer get their bell rung or dropped or whatever, and they're like, damn, what was that shit? Like he got hit by a truck or something. What? That's a weird thing going on. I never heard that. What combination he bust my ass with? I ain't never heard that. I'm just being real. I ain't never heard nobody say that. What he hit me with? When you got a minute to discuss what the fuck is going on. That's what I'm saying. His head was not in the game. You should be thinking about like, damn, okay, I got hit. Like, how do I not get hit again? You talking about like it's like I said, a little kid. It's like he wants to. He's trying to learn during like, what did I do wrong? Like what? Like he wants someone to like explain the lesson to him. Like, bro, he's trying to take your head off. What are you talking about? What did I get hit with? You know, did I move my head? Like, why are you asking your corner these things? Like, you should know what you're doing in there anyway. Hey, Jose de Jesus is petty. He's tired of your shit though. He's tired of y'all. Y'all said all this shit. He said, "Man, which one of y'all hit me?" He did the rush hour. Hey, Jose petty as fuck. He did the rush hour. All right, man. Which one of y'all kicked me? He said, "Which one of y'all hit me?" Man, where June Tal at? I'm done, bro. And it peeped this. They brought this on themselves. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, he quit, bro. Look at my comment just said. He quoted, "This is a bad look. Ruiz believes Joshua could have continued, but that he would have put him away in spectacular fashion if the fight went on." Yeah, because he was gaining in confidence and Joshua was losing confidence. So Wilder, I slept and woke up and was speechless. AJ is finished. Damn. Shout out to you, £2 super chat. He quit, bro. Listen, this is exactly what Amir Khan did. The shit was getting real in there, and he quit. That he quit. Like, there's no way a professional fighter not listening to the ref instructions is going to be allowed to continue. And if you listen to the bro, I listen. You see, y'all gotta really like. That's why I don't like watching boxing with people like that, because I really try to pay attention to what's going on and consume everything. But if you listen after the first or second knockdown in the third round when he got knocked down twice, if you listen, right? If you listen, the ref is like, "Are you good? Are you good?" And then he goes like this. Like, make it all in. Watch that. Watch the highlights or just rewatch the fight or whatever. And the ref was like, "Can you continue?" And he was like, he didn't even say nothing. And then the ref said something like, "Come straight." And he didn't come. He was just like, and then the ref still let him continue. I watch it. So the ref already let him slide with not fully cooperating. He was, bro, I'm telling you, his mental was checked out. Watch that sequence. I'm talking about the round 3. You just hurt Ruiz. This is Victor Ortiz 2.0. If you guys remember, Victor Ortiz dropped Maidana 3 times. But then when Maidana started getting in his ass, he ended up quitting. This is literally what Joshua did. You drew first blood. It was all good. He got back up. You bombed on him with another right. And then when he stood his ground, it was like, fuck it. I'm in a fight. I'm about to, I'm gonna go out on my shield. I'm not gonna let you just take me out. I'm Mexican. Fuck it. We going, I'm finna do it for La Raza. Let's get it. Pinche perro. Man, Ruiz started throwing them. He started throwing them shits. And then he hit Joshua with a hook. Joshua, what the fuck? Smud. And then he's like, oh, okay, I got a reaction. Bink. And then Joshua starts short circuiting and shit. I was like, oh shit, what happened to Joshua and shit? And then he like fell down hella big. Like Joshua's huge, so him falling looked crazy. He's like, it's like, you ever see that clip where Meek Mill was falling and slipping down the stairs in the snow? That's how he fell. It was like long drawn out. pow, pow. And he was like, motherfucker started dancing and shit. Started doing the Dougie and shit. Can't do it. Motherfucker. Call me SpongeBob. Stacking Krabby Patty. Man, I got to work. Can't. That motherfucker start hitting that cat daddy. Call me SpongeBob. So anyway, he felt hella crazy. I was like, what the fuck? But watch that sequence. He was like, come here. The ref was talking to him after one of them knockdowns. And he was like, are you good to continue? Joshua was like, he put his gloves up. I don't even think he said anything. It's really weird. He was just like a little kid or something. Like when there's a loud noise or something. Like, remember that little kid from The Shining? Danny or whatever the fuck? Danny was like, start foaming at the mouth and shit. Start wilding. He started wilding in that house, in that hotel. He was like, Danny isn't with you, Mrs. Torrance. Red Rob. I was like, oh shit. He finna turn to the kid from The Shining. Danny isn't with you, Mrs. Torrance. Red Rob. I was like, oh shit. He started tripping. Motherfucker just did the earmuffs or something. I don't know. But but if you watch that scene again, he didn't even listen to the ref. That's what I'm saying. It's mentally he wasn't even like, he was checked out like a library book. Because he didn't even listen to the ref, and the ref still let him continue. The ref said, are you good to continue? And he was like this. He went like this instead of like really answering. And then the guy was like, come to me. And he didn't. And DAZN commentators even said something about it. See, I pay attention to my boxing. DAZN said, oh, he didn't even listen to the ref or some shit. Just go listen to it. So for you to do that again, you had to know you was finna get stopped. You had to know you was finna get stopped because there's no way you could. You're not listening to the ref. Why the fuck would you? Why would he allow you to continue when he's telling you to come here and giving you simple ref instructions and you just doing whatever you want? That's not how that works. There's no ref that's gonna allow that. Because they're going to be like, man, I can't let him continue. You know, he don't have his senses. I'm seeing if I can pull it up. Red Rum. But any motherfuckers is snitching, so I'm not going to show you it. And AJ, he was too reserved to. He posted on. He was posted on Instagram. Oh, it's Andy's night. You reserved, like you are too willing to succumb. You get what I'm saying? Like I know fighters that, like Zab Judah, for example. Zab Judah gets a bad rap. Zab Judah was trying to fight the ref when the Costa Zoo shit got stopped. Zab Judah got up and said, and then he was like, then he pointed at the ref like, nah, nigga, don't stop this. I know my feet is looking crazy right now, but don't you stop this. The motherfucker said, bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. His feet was fucked up, but he still had heart. And see, people say Zab has mental lapses, but Zab, Costa, he was winning see, people don't know their fucking boxing, bro. Zab was winning versus Costa Zoo. Costa Zoo caught him. You know, he got power, caught him. And then Zab got up like, oh shit. He did the Egyptian and shit on him. The motherfucker said, do you remember the time when we fell in love? That motherfucker, Zab was like, oh shit. He started hitting that Michael. I was like, oh shit, his leg. But Zab got mad at the ref because he got up too quick, and that was his bad because he was. Remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember, girl? On the phone, you and me, till dawn, oh, what about us? Whoa. Dot, 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 dot. That motherfucker got up. His legs was. Motherfuckers. He started doing the weekend at Bernie's and shit. But anyway, Zab didn't want the fight stopped. Joshua wanted this shit stopped. Because Zab started attacking the ref. His legs was done. He was trying to go after the ref like that. Watch that. Oh my gosh. Joshua was too reserved and too happy. Like that shows me. It's just like Amir Khan. Amir Khan. Listen, Amir Khan was like, you got hit in the dick, right? And Virgil was like, hey, you want to quit? Huh? Nah, bro. Because kids do this. I don't even have kids and I know this. When kids be doing that fake crying shit, I don't even have kids and I know this. Kids be doing that fake crying shit, huh? Kids be doing that fake crying, huh? You know, kid would be like, I'm like, you ain't even really crying. And then you give them a lollipop. And then they just stop crying. Nah, that ain't no real tears then, because you can't just stop when you really crying. You can't just stop, like, because someone gave you a lollipop. I'm telling you, I study psychology. Kids be, you want a lollipop? And then the crying just stopped, bro. That's what Amir Khan did. That's what AJ did. Amir Khan was like, he was like riddled with pain or whatever because he got hit in the nuts. Virgil was like, I'll pull the plug if you want. And then he was like, yeah. And then now you could talk and, you know what I'm saying, like coordinate that you can't continue and but you was like clutched over. Man, if you get hit in the nuts or shot or, whatever the shit is, you can't, pain don't just go away like where you're responsive when you want to be. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, Joshua, to me, he quit because he knew what was coming. So he was like, I'd rather go out like that than this. I told you Joshua gonna go viral, but for the wrong reasons. Look, he already got 505 views. Hold on. Hold on. Listen.
He's hurt. He's staggered, and he goes down again. That's a knockdown. Joshua's been down twice. 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, walk to me. Okay, lift up your hand. Griffin getting to 8. Walk to me.
Okay. I don't know. I think you guys can hear. Can't show you for copyright reasons. Joshua, this is when he got knocked down the second time. Third round. Go watch it. It's on YouTube and shit. He got knocked down the second time. So he hurt Ruiz. Then he, in turn, tries to dog him out. And then Ruiz drops him one time. And then he gets up. And then he gets dropped again. He got up on like 6 or 7 count. And he's swaying. He's swaying like this. Right? And then the ref kind of stops the count. And then he was like, Hey, walk. He said, "Are you good? Put your hands up." And Joshua was like this. And then he's like, "All right, now walk to me. Walk to me." He said it at least 2 times. So that right there, the fight could have been stopped. Because if you're not, bro, I don't know what the fuck, bro. Watch. Joshua won it out. It's just what it is. I'll show you. He crawled on the ground on all fours, bro. And then the ref came and he's looking like a slave just trying to escape him. You know what I'm saying? And do you know you know what I'm saying? Like a slave came downstairs and like went in the pantry to get some snacks, and Master like came out with the flashlight. He looking, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like Master's asleep, so the slave hungry late at night. You know what I'm saying? And then catch you eating Cheez-Its late. Stop. I see the comments y'all leave it. Listen to my fucking analogies, yo. He just got knocked down the second time, then he crawled on all fours. And then he looked when the ref came to do his count, and he looked like he got caught up, like a slave, like snuck downstairs to get some Cheez-Its when he was what? Look. Doesn't he look caught up? Look, the ref came and he like, oh. That's not the look. When you a slave and you sneak into the Cheez-It drawer in the pantry, and the master like, what the fuck are you doing down here? What you? I didn't mean it. I was hungry. Oh Lord. Like, what? I heard my tummy growl. And I got hungry, so I went into the pantry. I sweat into the pantry. Look, why does he look like come and save me? Look, that's a crazy, bro. I went to the pantry to get some Cheez-Its. I need me a snack for me tummy. I need me a snack for me tummy. Like, bro, he look like he wanted to get counted out right there. What the fuck? But listen, right here, this is where. No, I'm not gonna stop. Oh Lord, I just want some Cheez-Its, 'cause they good. I like, and they white cheddar. They white cheddar Cheez-Its. I knew you was asleep, but I didn't think I would get caught. I want them Cheez-Its. Yeah, Barry Hearn want to talk about slaves. Let's talk. Yeah. Let's talk about slaves. Let's talk about slave trade. That's what y'all want to talk about. Okay. That's what Matchroom want to talk about. Fuck it. Let's all talk about slaves. Fuck it. Nah, I ain't going to sleep. I want the Cheez-Its. That motherfucker look caught red-headed. Like, that shit crazy. All right, but anyway. When he went, oh, I like chicken and a biscuit. I like Cheez-Its. Somebody told me to screenshot it. Hey, yo, wildin', bro. But anyway, it looked like someone said I need that pic. Bro, he didn't want in. So anyway, he gets to his feet. Listen to the ref. He's saying, put your hands up. And Joshua said, you remember in school, like elementary school, when you had them like bomb drills and shit, you had to get under a desk. That's what he did. I'm like, what the fuck? Look, he got up on 6. He got up on 7, bro. 7. Andy Ruiz had him on 7. He's still counting 8. See, look. Bro, look. It's 8. He could have stopped the fight right here. You see? Look, he's already counted to 8. He's already counted 8, and Joshua's like starts swaying back. Look, Joshua started like falling backwards, so it really could have been stopped. Look, Joshua's like, see how far from where he was in the last scene? Joshua was like rocking back, like kind of like how Dominic Brazil was. Okay, the ref says, walk to me, okay? Listen. Walk to me, okay? Walk to me. He said walk to me like 3 times. Listen.
Griffin getting to 8. Walk to me. All right. Can he step to Michael Griffin? Here, walk to me. Okay, lift up your hand. Griffin getting.
See, look. He said, lift up your hands. He said, here, lift up your hands. And he did that. Bro, the ref said, walked. He got up on a 7 count. Then he was swaying on 8. And then the ref says, walk to me. Walk to me. No, he said, walk to me, lift up your hands. Because he's doing the ref shit. Walk to me. Lift up your hands. Joshua went like that. Walk to me. Walk to me. That means he's not listening. Because why the fuck would you say walk to me if he was walking to you? Listen, I'm going to play it one last time.
5, 6, 7, 8. Here, walk to me. Okay, lift up your hand. Griffin getting to 8. Walk to me. All right. Can he step to Michael Griffin? Griffin asked him to walk to me, and he didn't.
See, DAZN said Griffin asked him to walk to me, and he didn't. So he was given extra time, bro. That could have been stopped in the 3rd round. Real talk. Because he got up on 7. He got up on 7. He was swaying at 8. He said, walk to me. He didn't do it. Then he said, lift up your hands. And then he said, and did that. Then he said, walk to me. Walk. Bro, that's longer than 10 seconds doing all that. So the ref actually showed him love by, this is your American debut, and letting it continue. I'm telling you, he was checked out. He was checked out for sure. Because after getting hurt and stuff, he wasn't there. Somebody said, no more locked doors. I'm bilingual, Leroy. There's a difference. Like, yeah, bro. He was checked out. Happens. But that was very lenient reffing. That's that Jack Reese, Tyson Fury shit. So it really could have been stopped in 3. So please, 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 please don't try to just not take the L and say it was a premature stoppage or no. Because if you go watch it, don't take my word for it. Watch it. I just broke it down. Can't show you for copyright reasons because they'll try to be over. Oh yeah, that's our clip. No. So you guys go watch it. Go find it. Or if you have DAZN, open it up and watch it. I told you what's happening. You watch it for yourself. But they showed an instant replay randomly while he's doing the ref count. DAZN they be doing some weird ass shit, bro. They don't ever show instant replays. You're gonna show an instant replay during the ref doing the count, administering the 10 count. Why would you do that? So we can't see what's going on. I want to see Joshua's face, or ref's face, with Ruiz's face. You gonna show an instant replay right then and there, and the round's finna end. DAZN got to get it together, bro. That's some stupid ass shit. You gonna show an instant replay during the clutch moment of what's happening? Like, what if the ref was like, oh, that's it? So I wouldn't, bro. I wouldn't be able to see the ref waving it off. Go to DAZN, you'll see it. They throw on an instant replay of the knockdown during the 10 count. So if the ref waved it off right then and there, you would be watching the replay of the knockdown as opposed to the ref going like this. What type of camera angle shit is that? That's stupid. I want to see someone got knocked down. I want to see if they beat the count. I don't give a fuck about the instant replay. You can do that after. DAZN got to get it together, bro. My dude Messiah. He said it won't let me send a super chat. Oh, we got plenty today after today's baptism, but it's all good, man. Yeah, man. This was just a bad night for Joshua. Yeah, man. He wasn't there or cognizant. But he really looked like that before the fight started too. He looked like he didn't want to be here. See, this is all makes sense now. See, he knows something that we don't know or some shit. Maybe he has tough ass sparrings, or maybe he feels he's susceptible to heavy hands or some shit. Because it's not making any sense. Because who says I'm not coming for 50 mil, 50% back end? He didn't. He bro. Eddie Hearn. They played the game and lost. As far as I'm concerned, played the game and lost. You could have got 50 mil, 50%. Whether you got knocked out, you just got knocked out for lesser money on an app. You could at least got knocked out for 50 million, 50%. Or Wilder's a different fighter. Maybe you fare better with Wilder's style. I don't think so, but I'm just playing devil's advocate. I think Wilder would have baptized him. And Eddie Hearn, bro, look how Eddie Hearn moving his fighters, bro. He put Amir Khan in there with Crawford. I would have talked, man, we all knew that it wasn't probably a good fight coming off the Samuel Vargas opponent. He put Joshua in their American debut, and then when the original opponent messed up, you should have told Madison Square Garden, give me another date so Joshua can get it together. Because it sounds like Joshua has confidence issues or like little things like that. It doesn't sound like he's fully like, shout out to Myron Dinner. I low-key think AJ slow. He is weird, corny dude. I think he does, like, I don't know, like, because, I don't know the clinical term, but I think he has, like, something, like, with the processing of, like, comprehension or something. Like, I'm being real. Because it's, like, weird how he acts sometimes. And, like, the UK, y'all gotta hold your people to something. Because their fans, they want to go tit for tat with new media, talk hella shit, and then, look, shout out to Mike Coppinger. He said, I just read Wilder's tweet to Eddie Hearn at the press conference. Eddie responded that Wilder, quote, has no class for, quote, kicking Anthony Joshua while he's down, and said if Ruiz beats Joshua in a rematch, he hopes Ruiz beats Wilder too. That's some hating ass shit, bro. First of all, that shows a lack of confidence. Why would you say, most people as a promoter would probably say, oh, Anthony Joshua, he'll learn from this and he'll beat him in the rematch. Why is he saying if Ruiz wins versus AJ might be done from this? Real talk. Real talk. Why would he say that if Ruiz beats AJ again, then I hope Ruiz beats Wilder? You have no faith in AJ winning this fight then. That, man, if I'm Andy Ruiz, I'll have some Snickers, some pozole, and just be waiting for the rematch. Can't wait, because you're going to get a couple mil. I'm picking Andy Ruiz again, because why would your promoter say if Ruiz beats him again, I hope he beats Wilder? That's some hating ass shit. But I told you, man. Eddie played the game. He played Russian roulette. There's only, when you play Russian roulette, there is, if you really put a bullet in there, then that's what it is. You played the game. You playing Russian roulette. There's only so much, probability is only going to be on your side for so long. If you keep playing and keep chancing it. This is what Eddie Hearn did. He played Russian roulette with America, with American media, with Deontay Wilder, with Al Heyman. He played Russian roulette. You really put a bullet in there, How many chances you think you'll have? And like Tupac said, niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. I always say that because that's a dope Pac line. How is Eddie Hearn going to say what Wilder did was so classless and he's not classy. Why the fuck would he be classy? You played games with him. You messed up his money. You messed up AJ's money by not making the fight, you and your accountant father. And then y'all talking about slave trades. And then he could have been the one that is America's huge, boxing's huge star. Instead, Andy Ruiz, I'm happy for him. He gets the credit for giving Joshua his first blemish when it could have been Wilder. But because you hid him from Wilder, because you probably know that wouldn't have fared well, and you talking about Wilder and he's not being classy for kicking Joshua when he down. Stop it, bro. Y'all played way too many games. Play games of new media, that play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and now I hate that. Niggas love to scream peace after they start some shit. Now Wilder's supposed to be tasteful and classy. Man, fuck that. Take that shit back to the UK. Ain't no classy. We don't do that. How you gonna wreak havoc, say whatever you want, play the game, fuck up people's money. They said they was gonna freeze Wilder out. They said Wilder selling 6,000 tickets. They said Wilder ain't this. They was going down the street, they just collectively going down the street saying, who's Deontay Wilder? Oh, you don't know? Okay, great. Playing hella games, which is what we've documented with new media and what we talked about. And then now you want Wilder to be tasteful. Shout out to Tyson Fury. He left a tasteful, classy message, but fuck that. Not everyone, because I wouldn't. Great on Tyson Fury, but I wouldn't leave no class. I'm not, you could say, oh, I'm distasteful or whatever, but they did too much. And then now all of a sudden you want people to be nice and play nice, but you weren't playing nice. I hate people like that. I hate when people do that type of stuff. That's like some rich, uppity, snobby people shit. They go, you see them little cell phone world star video. I seen one where this black kid, it was this Caucasian man, and he was like, yeah, don't walk by my lawn or some shit like that. And he was like, man, it's free property. What you talk about? Like, this ain't your backyard. And he was like, yeah. And then the guy got all in his kid's face, and he's like, oh yeah, you want me to get ghetto? I'll get ghetto. And then anyway, the kid pushed the dude, and then he was like, hey, wait a minute. But the dude provoked the situation. I hate that. I hate that when don't start none, won't be none. That's just what it is. You can't egg on a situation, provoke a situation, and then when there's consequences or a chain reaction, cause and effect, now you want people to tone it down for you. That's just horrible. Hey, block this Ahmed character. I don't care. I don't care what he's talking about. Now Eddie Hearn said Wilder's being classy. He's not being classy. So was Barry Hearn being classy when he compared boxing to the slave trade? Were you being classy when you asked people, who Wilder was to try to shame him? Were you being classy when you lied and said he sold 6,000 tickets and I have videos with more people in the audience? Man, that new media shit, I'm telling you, it's a new day. Now it's all about being classy. Man, boxing fans be on some hoe shit, real talk. They be on some real life hoe shit, acting like they do this, come to my channel, fuck with new media, argue with Ego's Army, and then when it all comes down or doesn't play in their favor, they be on straight up hoe shit. Stop it. We not with that. They, terrorize us for 2 years telling us we stupid and Wilder's a dosser getting knocked out. He don't deserve 50-50 and shit get banged and shit. And then when it doesn't play out in your favor, oh, be respectful. You're not being classy. Nah, it don't work like that. coming up with these pussy ass logic and shit. Somebody told me the people was talking about, oh yeah, he took the loss good. So that's we giving out like runner up like prizes and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like these dudes are crazy. They talk all this shit for a year and a half plus, and then they're relegated to saying, oh yeah, AJ took the loss good. He's a good loser. Really? That's what it's come to for old media? Is he took the loss good? What the fuck is he supposed to do? How you take the loss bad? They giving him props. They giving him props because he took the loss good. He had no choice but to bow down and respect Andy Ruiz's fight game. What's he gonna do? Protest it when he clearly wanted a way out? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean he took the loss good? Only in boxing you hear people saying this stupid ass shit. They wanted to argue with us for so long. They thought they were our equals for so long. Now you talking about he took the loss good. It's always something. You know, Pacquiao's shoulder. He took the loss good though. What type of shit is this? He took the loss good. Someone said Frank Bruno Jr. Frank Bruno lost to Mike Tyson though. He just lost to Andy Ruiz with a 5-week camp. Tyson at least looked like he was trying to kill you. T Breed, $5 super chat. Yo, you go. What do you think is next for Frank Bruno Jr.? I don't think, and I know Ruiz could scrap, but somebody on IG said AJ got beat by somebody, daddy out the crowd. Wow. The perception's all bad. Just because Joshua looks the part and looks hella hub, and you know he's getting beat by someone who isn't your conventional body type for a heavyweight. I don't know what's next for AJ. I guess the rematch, but it's very dangerous. Somebody said he took the loss good. These dudes is straight up suckers, man. These man fans are straight up suckers, bro. They could be coming to the videos every day. Now they never here. Now they not here at all. I hope you hold these YouTube channels to some kind of standard, bro. Because something got to give. Old media got to go. They got to go. They here talking shit and making fake accounts every day. And then they quiet as fuck right now. And then the ones that is coming back talking about he lost good. He did good loss. Ruiz's account went from 71K to 266 in 2 hours. See, that's that fake shit too. Like, I mean, that's dope for him, but you know, now people are down now, you know, now they can claim him. Now he's Mexican, you know, but people before were saying, oh, he's not Mexican. He grew up in Cali. The people are fake. I hate this fake shit. Really do. They didn't want to claim him. They didn't want to give him a chance. Then he shows you why you should have gave him a chance. People like me and you people like me reap the benefits because I told you, y'all sleeping on Andy. Gave you the 7 reasons, so I'm living like a king. It's just another day for me. Now people want to follow him, you know, but I guess that's life. That bandwagon shit. Yeah, don't wait till people get good, like, or show you that they're good. Act now, you know, like, do your own thing. You know, help make the person hot instead of wait until they get hot. You feel me? I told you most people don't know shit about boxing. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, you know. And see, like I said, I really want y'all to hold old media to everything they said. Luis Ortiz is ducking. Wilder would have got smoked. Meet with me. Hold them to that. Now what's up with that meet with me shit? If people say Wilder's stupid for turning down DAZN, what's good with that? Let's revisit all the stupid shit that they said. They said Wilder is an idiot because he turned down $100 million with DAZN. In my opinion, DAZN just took a huge hit today. One of their biggest. Okay, so their big star Canelo did $600K versus Danny Jacobs. Who the fuck can Canelo fight that's gonna outdo that people really want to see? You know, maybe Golovkin, but we still have to see how Golovkin is looking like the year of the upsets. We got to see if Golovkin looks good. If Golovkin don't look good, DAZN is they really up shit's creek. because then what are you gonna do? Canelo versus Andre got bro. This is what I told you guys with DAZN. It's so do or die. It's so do or die. You got so much tied up in only a few fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because what are you gonna like? If Triple G loses or doesn't look good, then why would you want to see? If he doesn't look good, why you want to see Canelo Triple G 3 if he don't look good in his next fight? All right. Even if he does look good, they pick a person that no one knows, so I don't really see how it builds that much interest for it. You feel what I'm saying? Demetrius Andre got to look good versus Select. Man, this what? I don't know, man. What? Canelo's last fight did 600K concurrent views. Who's he gonna do significantly better with? You gotta hope Triple G looks good, and then hope people want to see Canelo Triple G 3. We've already got 24 rounds of that. If Triple G loses, they really gonna be fucked. If Dillian White loses, they really gonna be fucked, especially Eddie Hearn. It's ugly out here. It's ugly out in these streets. And shit, if I'm an underdog, then J-Rock winning, Rose getting slammed on her head, losing to Andrade, Michael Venom Page getting knocked out, AJ getting knocked out. I would be motivated by this shit. You know what I'm saying? I would be so motivated by this shit. You're the upset. You're the underdogs. AJ messed up. This is why they keep some of these fighters in the UK. And it doesn't benefit them because, see, Lennox Lewis is different because he was born in the UK, moved to Canada, then he moved back to the UK or some shit. But he was an Olympian, and he was fighting whoever. Tommy Morrison, David too. He was fighting the best fighters from around the world. Holyfield, Tyson, Shannon Briggs, Oliver McCall. So he never had this problem because we got to see and he got to learn from, fighting real ones from around the world. Joshua, who'd he beat? Kevin Johnson, Gary Cornish, Dillian White at a time where Dillian White was still learning. You get what I'm saying? Eric Molina after Wilder knocked him out. Charles Martin. Bro, I told you guys all of this. I told you. Joshua, look at who he beat for belts. He beat Charles Martin, who hadn't really done anything. He was gifted 2 belts for participating in the Klitschko fight, but he fought 41-year-old Klitschko coming off of a loss, right? And he was tested in that fight, right? And then he fought Joseph Parker, who hadn't really looked good as a champion and really lost to Andy Ruiz. So imagine that. Imagine if the fight wasn't in Joseph Parker's backyard and they actually gave it to Andy Ruiz. And then they matched Joshua with Andy Ruiz. Shit, Andy Ruiz might have been able to already beat him if they fought last year. I told you this. People act like I'm saying styles make fights. Same thing with Lomachenko. He's cool. He's good. But Lomachenko's not fighting the people that I know would probably give him the hardest night. Maybe even beat him. Styles make fights. In Top Rank, all these promoters know that. That's what I told you. Wilder is fighting whoever. He's fighting Styles in the heavyweight division that could or should give him problems. Period. Big time. $10 super chat. AJ was given a 21-second count and still lost. Hey, you violating. That's what I'm saying, bro. They gave him a long-ass count. But Ortiz is 50. Man, that motherfucker could scrap. Y'all gotta stop saying stupid shit. Who cares if he's 50? Y'all said Ruiz was fat and all this, and he still won. That goes if Joshua looks like a bodybuilder and Ruiz doesn't. If you went to a beach and and just perception, they said either one of these guys is a boxer, people would pick Joshua just because he's big, because that's what people think boxers look in crazy shape and all that. If you were at a beach and they said one of these two guys are boxers, which one? And it was a trick question because they're both boxers. People would pick Joshua because that's what they think. Think that's what it is and that's what it looks like. But Andy Ruiz, he representing for the chubby guys. I still respect AJ though. Block aid, bro. I don't care what these motherfuckers is talking about. Age is different than build. Bro, Luis Ortiz has been in one really difficult fight, and that was Wilder. These dudes, do you see how funny this is? These motherfuckers be like coming telling me about little stupid Captain Obvious shit in boxing. I'm pretty sure I've been doing pretty good for myself. I've been doing pretty well for myself. These dudes claim to have all the answers, but they go to your own channel and talk about this shit. Why you have to come to my shit? They always come to my shit to tell, oh yeah, age is different, All right, bro. I'm sick of this. You guys realize that PBC, Al Heyman fighters have all of the fucking belts in the heavyweight division right now. So if Joshua doesn't take this, bro, whether he takes it or not, this is crazy. PBC has all the heavyweight belts. Do you know what that means? All the heavyweight belts? So it's like Joshua almost has to take the rematch. Because if he doesn't, then were you going to let the belt PBC, have Adam Kalnowski and Ruiz fight for 3 of the 4 belts? Let Wilder fight Ruiz for all the belts. And then now you got to try to fight Wilder for all the belts. Man. And you know what else is bad? Eddie Hearn, man, he did a number on himself. He did a number. And then the other thing is he put Dillian White in a tough ass fight, bro, with Oscar Rivas. Dillian White is in a tough fight. What if Dillian White loses? Do you know how much that's gonna hurt AJ versus Dillian White? Y'all got to think of this stuff. Who wants to see AJ versus Dillian White if they both lose? If Katie Taylor don't rematch the Persons, then she ducking. I mean, he in a tight squeeze. AJ gave up. Champions don't do that. Good work, Ego. Appreciate you. Bro, they got some real life decisions. Katie Taylor didn't win that fight. She got undisputed. Like that's literally, out of all the people that have been undisputed in recent memory, that was literally the worst performance to get under. Terrence Crawford stopped I was at the fight. Crawford stopped Ndongo to the body, knocked him out to become undisputed. Usyk destroyed Mirat Gassiev and made him look amateurish to become undisputed. Clarissa Shields whooped on Christina Hammer to become undisputed, made it look easy as the fight continued. She started really, really pulling away. It looked like she was about to stop Christina Hammer. And you mean to tell me Katie Taylor's performance, that was one that Jermaine Taylor beat Bernard Hopkins twice. Katie Taylor lost. She was getting lumped up, body language. She looked like she lost the fight after. She didn't look confident. She was getting mollywopped. Eddie Hearn took vicious L's. You helping the scorecards, that don't, man, you can't do that. Like, because Joshua got stopped. And even if you did it to Katie Taylor, the perception is over. And see, the worst part about fights like that is it gives people ideas. If you have similar attributes or you feel, then, like, to me, I think Katie Taylor and Anthony Joshua, it's very easy now to formulate game plans. It's very easy to formulate game plans against them now. And if you have the skills to pay it off, or, whatever, then there's definitely a blueprint there. Like Katie Taylor, I could break it down. Katie Taylor, she's a tactician and she's technical. So if you have some accuracy, but you're wild and you keep her guessing and you keep have crazy cardio, she don't like that, because that's what people struggle with. Lomachenko, Salido, he was just turned pro. He don't like that style. That's why he hasn't fought it since. A guy who's Mexican is just trying to win by any means and shit. Man, AJ quit for show, and he said, "Oh yeah, it's Andy's night." Man, who does that? Like, he didn't even look disappointed. Did you peep that? Andy Ruiz looked happy. AJ didn't even look disappointed. He said $5 super chat. Let's be real. Frank Bruno Jr.'s best win was Dillian White. Klitsch was a year and a half off, 41 years old, and still got knocked down. And AJ ducked Fury, White, and Wilder and Ortiz. Wow. I try to tell y'all, styles make fights. This is why some fighters stay in the UK circuit, where they can keep being built up. Like, people will be like, "Oh yeah, Tommy Coyle," and then he fought Chris Algieri and got stopped, bro. Liam Smith, and then he fought Canelo and got stopped. See, when these guys fight world class, like from around the world, outside of just England, the fights get. Look at Prince Nassim, and that's one of my favorite fighters of all time. But real talk, fought a guy from Mexico, Marco Antonio Barrera, and he got mollywopped. And Prince Nassim was that dude. AJ fought Andy Ruiz with a 5-week camp and got mollywopped. Kell Brook fought Errol Spence after calling him Jeff Lacey 2.0 and got mollywopped. Stopped. And Golovkin. See, it's different when you're fighting people outside of your immediate area. Same thing with this Tom Schwartz shit. That's why no one's really hyped for that fight, because he ain't fought outside of his immediate area. You can't just fight people in Germany, fight people in Argentina, fight people in England, because you're only relegated to that concentrated area, or people who, transplants who migrate to that area. That's not the full scope of the world. America has got talent, like that show. America's Got Talent. We got a lot of fighters. Mexico got a lot of great fighters. You know what I'm saying? So Liam Smith, he might be dogging Gary Corcoran or some shit like that, Sam Egington, but can he fuck with Canelo? No. Can AJ beat Deontay Wilder? No. I don't think so. He didn't beat Andy Ruiz. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. You got to be tested on all levels. It said world champion. Like Deontay Wilder, he said, "I'm the champion of the world." Deontay Wilder tested his skill against a great boxer from the UK, Tyson Fury. We seen how it played out. He tested himself against Audley Harrison. He fought a guy from Cuba and Luis Ortiz. AJ didn't fight no guy from Cuba, like a Luis Ortiz. He fought a guy from the Ukraine who's 41, coming off of a loss where he didn't even look good. Of course he would take it. Eddie Hearn, I told you this shit was going to backfire with new media. With new media around. I told you. And look at it. Now, man, let me stop. Eddie Hearn said, "I'm going to take over America." How? Josh Kelly didn't look good. Katie Taylor lost, in my book. Tommy Coyle lost. Ted Cheeseman lost. Anthony Corolla lost. Amir Khan quit. Anthony Joshua quit. They both got stopped. Kell Brook, I don't even know where the fuck he's at. And I don't think he'll do good versus Terrence Crawford like that. Who? Liam Smith already lost to both guys from Mexico, Jaime Munguia and Canelo. You know, Fitzgerald, Brian Rose. Who else? Who else you got? But the worst part about it is Eddie. I told you, Tyson Fury's not with Eddie Hearn, so that don't even make sense. But I told you guys, it made no sense for Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn to outcast American media and not give them any kind of looks or exclusives and actually prohibit people like Blue from covering their events. But because now, you know, people might not be in a rush to cover your events. Your cash cow just lost. That was the biggest event that they could have covered for Matchroom in America. And some people weren't allowed in. So now when you have smaller cards in America, you think they're going to be in a rush to cover it? So Eddie Hearn's like Xing himself out of America. Who can Eddie Hearn name a big Eddie Hearn fight he can make in America? Gerald Miller just failed, so we don't even know how it'll be received when he comes back. Name a big fight that Eddie Hearn can do in America. This is where he said he was taking over. Mr. Mont, $5. First AJ gets lumped up by Physio, and then it takes another beating from Ruiz. That boy had a rough week. No, I want to know. Josh Taylor's, he's dope, but he's not signed to Eddie Hearn. Eddie said he wants to sign him, though. And they compared Josh Kelly to Roy Jones. I don't know who the fuck did that, but I thought Josh Kelly, he looked cool from what I had seen, but, you know, that's why you have to see more and more. Listen, people, name a big Eddie Hearn American fight. You think all those guys on PBC regret not going to DAZN? Somebody answer one of these questions, because y'all say Loma versus Haney. Okay, when can that happen? Seeing how Lomachenko already fought this year with Anthony Corolla, and he's scheduled to fight Luke Campbell. So when can we really realistically see Devin Haney and Lomachenko? Exactly. You don't know shit about boxing. You don't know what you're talking about. Plus, Lomachenko's with Top Rank, so we don't know. Plus, Lomachenko has, if he beats Luke Campbell, who have like 3 belts, so he might have mandatories or something. So, once again, name a big fight that's realistic for this year for Eddie Hearn. If Joshua rematches Andy Ruiz, actually, I don't even know. I don't know if he can make it in the UK. I don't know what the contract is. Like, who has options on it? Does Andy Ruiz get to pick if he exercises the rematch clause, is going to happen in the UK or USA? It's just looking ugly. Y'all can say whatever you want. I can't think of no fights. Anyway, new media. I'm going to rest. Thank you guys for your ear. Thank you guys for supporting and believing me. Thank you guys for the super chats. I told you, surgical summer. Andre versus Canelo. That's kind of big, but I don't think DAZN wants that. I think DAZN wants Canelo versus Triple G. I could be wrong, but honestly, I think Andre Canelo is a good fight for boxing fans. I don't think it's a big fight. How is Andre versus Canelo bigger than Jacobs versus Canelo? Triple G is not a Eddie Hearn fighter. See, y'all just guessing. That's how I know I need to die. That's my time, cause y'all just guessing random shit. You know, saying Charlo and Canelo. You know, Charlo's not even with that situation. So yeah, that's my time. When y'all start doing these random guesses, I gotta get some sleep. Holla at the boy. Thank you guys. Appreciate your time. A lot to think about for certain people. I'm going to sleep like a baby because I know I've been responsible with what I was saying. I know Eddie Hearn has to be fuming. New media wins again, most definitely. Yeah, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. That's a tough fight now, because like I said, there's somewhat of a blueprint. Amanda Serrano's punches hard and she's fluctuates her weight and she's more accurate. Plus, after seeing how the Delphine, person did, that has to make her confident. And her sister lost to Katie Taylor, so I know she probably wants to get some revenge. Man, I don't know what Eddie Hearn's gonna do. I wonder if this is gonna humble Eddie Hearn, because he said he was gonna do American takeovers. He's done with that. Eddie Hearn played too many games. I keep telling you. Remember, he overplayed his hand. I keep saying the same thing. He's like, oh yeah, Wilder, he sold 6,000 tickets, and Joshua does 80,000. If we only sold 1,000,000, bro, this is karma for everything they said. They said if Joshua only sold $1,000,000 worth of tickets in 5 minutes, he would fall out on the ground. Okay, we'll see how much he sells in his next fight after getting knocked down 4 times. Since you wanted to play that game, it's talking so much. That's why he's doing the podcast and stuff. It wants to be all on the video, all on the camera. Joshua and Usyk is not a big fight, bro. Joshua's stock needs help. Joshua might have to do a rematch clause. You talking about Usyk? Usyk ain't done shit at heavyweight. How is that? How on earth is that a big fight? When one guy has a bicep tear and ain't fought no one, they do. Both of them have. I can't picture like a personal grudge buildup. Usyk don't really build up fights. Joshua definitely don't. Did you hear about AJ's dad trying to swing on Eddie? Nah. What is that about? I don't know if that's true. Y'all just be making up shit. Man, damn, I told in the UK, remember I did the video, they got mad at me. I said, y'all got to stay up. They had to stay up till 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to have their dreams dashed by Andy Ruiz. Damn. AJ had 12,000 people or 40,000, whatever they say it came out, allegedly. I can't wait till these numbers come out. 10,000 people to watch AJ get stopped in America. Damn. Y'all gonna think twice about traveling with Eddie Hearns now. 10,000, man, I'll be hot, bro. If I flew I've taken the flight from England to, that shit like 15, 16 hours. Y'all travel 10,000 people. Just like when Ricky Hatton got stopped, got his ass stomped by Floyd. So, glad you guys are loyal. These motherfuckers was mad at me like I was lying. Oh, y'all, you work for Deontay Wilder. All right, bro. Anyway, everybody have a good night. New media, I told you.